Shut up and sit down.
Oh, hell, that's right.
Hello?
Hey.
What's up?
What's up, man?
I'm just watching the news for the fucking war.
Yeah, I saw some of that. It looks like it's going really well. For
There's
Russia.
been like 40. Yeah, there's like 40 settlements have been liberated in the past 2 days, and they've taken over 1,000 square kilometers. And like most of the villages have been liberated by like 2 Toyotas with like fucking 7 guys. And they show up and they raise the flag and no one's there to stop them. And they're like, hey, look, we liberate the town. So, yeah.
Oh.
What's up?
Hey, it's this guy.
Hey.
So is this how we're doing it?
Sure.
That's how we're doing it this time. I mean,
Oh, all right. Yeah. Shit, I'll drink to that. Hold on.
I may also
Wish I
drink
had a
that.
drink.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Dude, there's no way you're more than like 9 feet from a vending machine. If you want a drink, you can go get one.
No, I'm actually pretty much in the ass out of nowhere right now.
Nice.
I'm near a place
The
called
ass
Rico Land.
end.
It's like a motorcycle place.
Oh.
And then there's a place called A Pit something. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I just closed out of it too. Super Autobox. A Pit Autobox.
Autobox is cool.
Yeah, that's why I'm heading here today. So today is just this, and then I have an Airbnb experience later tonight for drinking some alcohol. So
Cool.
they're really good.
Fix this fucking. I keep trying to fix the camera so that all 3 of us are the same size on here, but I can't, so I don't give a shit. Oh, and my internet just stopped for like no reason.
That's great.
I
Currently
updated my
offline.
shirt, so you know.
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah, reppin'.
I'm in
It says
the
fuck off in Ukrainian.
I'm in the phase of my life where I wear shirts with flames on them. I'm about to start dressing like Guy Fieri.
Oh my god.
That's like either like, that's between like the ages of 8 to 12 or like 30 and up.
Yeah, I've gone through
Yeah.
both full phases. Catch me at 9 years old. I had a silk button-up shirt with
my
flames
God.
on it, and I wore that shit to middle school, and it made none of the bitches' pussies wet, because we're all in middle school, and I liked Hot Wheels, and I'm pretty sure it was a Hot Wheels shirt. Anyway, so yeah,
And I'm just wearing the whiskey.
Aw Gambler 500. We had a great time at the worst organized, shittiest Gambler 500.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I've been
That
meaning
was
to
so
ask
cool.
you, Tanner, what became of the meme mobile? Where is it?
It's funny you ask. Will still has the keys, and it's still on base.
I might.
There's nothing stopping you from going there and grabbing it. You can have it.
I'm
Is your cat
inclined to go do that. I might borrow Buddy's trailer and bring the meme machine to my nice
It's
white, nobody locks their doors cul-de-sac neighborhood in Linden, where everyone goes to church on Sunday. I'm sure they'll love the Belle Delphine
spot.
headliner. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it's in the
Probably fall down.
exact same spot where I hotwired
Yeah,
the
it
windows
is.
up.
I think the headliner is kind of peeled off a little bit because it's gone through quite a bit of
It
temperature
was
change.
peeling off a couple days after we put it on.
So,
Yeah.
and then like we kind of shoved a bunch of shit into the back of it right before we left. But other than that, it's she's good to go.
Oh, for sure.
That's
It ran
fucking wild.
great.
And it has
The
brand new
engine's
tires.
probably the only thing that works on that fucking thing. So
The engine works. The transmission worked pretty good. The steering wheel was like 45 degrees off center, but it turned pretty good. Those tires were pretty new. I mean, yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Those,
So do you know
those
why
light
the
bars
steering
work
wheel was the way to the-
amazing.
are we live right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we were just like BS or like we were live.
No, there's
So
no
do you know
intro. We
why-
just start.
Oh, all right, fair
Yeah,
enough. So
yeah,
do you know why the steering wheel was 45 degrees off?
The story you told me at the time, I believe, was that you tried to go up a hill that was covered in ice and you slid down the hill into a curb.
So it was during like the 4 days it snows in Oak Harbor during the year.
I remember that.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, in my head, I was like, I'll have a Jeep. That's 4-wheel drive. I can go anywhere. Knowing full well that the
That's
tires
the
were
tires
smoother than
did,
like
yeah.
race slicks. Yeah. Like racing slicks had more traction than those fucking tires.
Oh my god.
So we
Tanner.
like I was me and someone else. I don't remember who. And like we were driving around. I was like whipping this shit like all kinds of directions. And
As you do when it's icy.
I'm like, we're gonna go up this fucking hill because I got a Jeep. I got 4-wheel drive. That's because that's how that works, you know. And so I go up this hill and I get about a quarter of the way up, and I'm like just full on the gas, like all like 110 horsepowers left in that engine, spinning all 4 tires, and it starts going backwards, and then it starts turning sideways, and I'm like, this isn't good. And I try hitting the brakes because that you know creates friction all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And we go sideways and we're going sideways like 15 miles an hour and we like slam into a curb and the Jeep goes and the steering wheel went whoop. And I basically set the alignment wrong via force.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you did. I will say, though, the 2 weeks leading up to the Gambler, 2 weeks, when I was going over that thing and trying to fix it, nothing was bent on the suspension and none of the splines on the drag link, the tie rods, the pivot, like none of that was fucked up. I'm almost positive that you just, I don't know, like when you hit, it just knocked the steering shaft sideways.
I'm pretty sure what it was like the steering wheel wasn't fully tightened down and it just like it turned the shaft as the steering wheel was like it just like because I was death gripping it because I was like, oh, we're gonna hit that curb at like kind of fast sideways. So because I had a pretty fucking gnarly bruise on my hand.
That's highly possible, yeah. Dirks, you got a haircut. You looking good. Looking fly.
Oh no. I just put some gel in my hair because it's so windy here that otherwise my hair is gonna be windblown all of fucking day. There's no fixing it here.
Dude, same.
Yeah, I got
Hot and it's humid.
There's like wildfires going on in Sumas right now, I guess. I took a drive earlier. I tried to go see them.
It's
And it's,
some ass.
yeah. It's made Washington look like Mexico as portrayed on American TV. So everything's got like
Oh
a
yeah, like
sepia
that last
tint.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. It did that in 2021.
I was driving
That shit was
around,
wild.
100 miles an hour in the Kyle Mero with the windows down, and my hair was just like. And I was like, oh, yeah, man, it's definitely cool having hair now. I'm glad I'm growing this out. But, yeah, just put sunglasses on, you don't even notice. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And you really are in
Well,
Mexico
I
to
mean-
put the aviators on.
Yeah.
So I mean the wildfire will be there for a little bit, but then Will's gonna go over there and single-handedly fight it, probably with his fists.
Will is probably he's going to pull his dick out and piss the wildfire out.
Absolute unit of a man.
So,
Oh my god.
realistically, I'm not saying I'm going to do it like tomorrow or anything, but what are the odds that I get in touch with Will and he knows where the Jeep keys are? Because I will go down there with a trailer and my complete lack of a military ID and be like, you should let me on base. I'm here to pick up a Jeep.
So I'll be back in November. So, like-
it's still there by then. Apparently that
Yeah, it'll still
Camaro
be
I
there,
gave
'cause they have to wait, like-
Lightweight
they have to
got
wait, like-
impounded.
They have to wait like 2 years before they impound it or some shit.
Yeah.
What?
But like,
I was just like the Camaro I gave Lionsway. Apparently, it got impounded recently because Claus was messaging me about it. He's like, "Hey, do you have a key to that?" And I was like, "I think I have an ignition key in my toolbox at work. I don't know why it's there, but I'm pretty sure I have one." And he's like, "Ah, damn, we needed a lock key." I was like, "Why do you need a lock key? The driver's side window doesn't go up all the way. It's like this much down all the time. Just coat hanger in there and open the door." Yeah. He's like, "Oh, we were trying to move it like before it got impounded, but no, it's on its way to impound." I was like, "I was just free car. I mean, it had a flat tire. Like it'll roll."
but but yeah, so there should still be on the key ring right by the front door. It's still got the butt keychain on it.
I had the butt keychains. I had like 4
Yeah,
of those
I think
because I bought a butt pillow.
It might have the spoon on it still. I don't remember. I don't know if I took the spoon with me.
The weird camping spoon.
Yeah, there's like the
Oh,
camping
yeah.
spoon with like a
Yeah.
10mm wrench socket, like fucking diagonal, and then like some other shit. But yeah,
Flathead, and then like a carabiner
Yeah.
holding it to the keyring, and it's like, who's this
Yeah.
into camping and doesn't have at least one of all these things already? Like, why do you need them all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper, 23 flavors, all of them kick ass. Fuck Pepsi.
there's Dr. Pepper in here, but it's got 2 additional flavors.
Are they vodka and vodka?
25 flavors.
No, it's vodka and raspberry liqueur.
Oh,
Close.
I don't know if this definitely counts as a Sad Boys or not, since you and me are here, Tanner. I know Dirks is here too. This right now we're on Twitch just as a weekly podcast, but since you're here, I haven't had a drink since you left. So I'm gonna make myself a drink with this Dr. Pepper and that beautiful scotch I bought, and probably one of those cherries.
Oh, you
Oh,
saw
yeah.
the cherries?
I can't sell the cherries. I'm gonna throw cherries.
Oh
away.
my god! I mean, I
They're
don't
for
know.
putting
I
in
don't know how you get rid of the
scotch for
cherries.
kids.
They're good. Well, yeah.
They're
For kids.
maraschino.
Oh, yeah,
They're
they're good.
basically like 80% alcohol and
Oh,
sugar
yeah.
already. They're never gonna decay.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna step away and make myself a drink. You two converse at your leisure.
So Tanner.
Yeah.
So later, I'd say in the next 2 months, I'll be getting my inheritance. So then I'll give you additional money, and instead of looking for that one gun we had talked about, we can upgrade to something bigger.
All right. And I want you to know, I have been trying to find a Beretta 92. I have found every other kind of Beretta except like the classic Beretta. Like I found like the ones that got like the stupid like clips on like the Picatinny on the bottom. They have like
Mhm.
they're all optics ready. I found competition Beretta. I didn't know they made competition Berettas.
For the
I-
guy that gets out of the military that still wants the same gun.
Because we switched to the M18, I'm gonna see if there's like some like police or military options, but I cannot find a Beretta 92 FS to save my life. I don't. There, you can throw a rock and hit a like Beretta like 6 years ago, but like
Oh yeah.
I haven't forgotten. I still have the cash. I don't know where the Berettas are.
Oh, you're fine.
So,
You're fine. Yeah, I'll just give you more money. We can upgrade to like the SPOS 12 or some assault rifle.
all right, well that narrows it down. What assault rifle?
We have that list, which I don't have on me right now.
Say the
Oh,
line.
yeah, fair enough. Damn it, they're kids. No, there we go. Here, let me ding to that. Hold on.
Oh, you get the right one.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here. My $300 koozie. That's not sponsored. Well, they sent me this because
We're
I
not
bought $300 of
sponsored
gun
yet.
parts. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I like to thank
One day.
Midwest Industries for this koozie because I bought $300 in AK parts, and they sent me this
Oh, hell
koozie
yeah.
without even asking.
What do you
So
print it
Hell
out?
yeah.
No, he makes his own AK parts because he bought a gun factory.
yeah. Oh, you like no? It's Twitch. I don't know if I can bring a gun on here.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. What are they gonna do? Kick us off? Are one of our 2 viewers gonna report that?
Yeah. I mean,
No, I never fucking Facebook that we were live.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I just figured this might be easier because fortunately since I'm not in Akasaka, it's really quiet here. Like there's literally just a park and then there's that place there. And that's basically all that's around me.
all right. So, just to let the 3 viewers know, there's no ammunition in it, but I
That's
bought
nice,
this aluminum upper from Midway Industries. Or Midwest. I'm sorry, I totally forgot. Midwest Industries.
Yeah.
There we go.
From
I'm a
the
great
place
guy.
on the koozie.
Yeah, from the place of the Koozie people sent me these gun parts. And then I bought this delicious aluminum milled side rail to Picatinny adapter.
Nice.
So yeah, I'd like to thank Midwest Industries for this. It is unloaded, as you can tell by there being no magazine and there being no rounds in the chamber, so it's completely safe.
That's such a satisfying noise. There's like 3 noises I fucking love. One of them is the slide getting racked on a gun like that. Another one is, this is a personal one, but sliding an Eaton 15 speed from first into second gear. That's just, it's a feeling and a noise, and I find it so satisfying. The third one is the female orgasm. I think we all like that one pretty good.
That's not real.
I assure you.
Ben
my
Shapiro
friend.
says.
Listen,
Ben Shapiro says it's
Ben
not real.
Shapiro can fuck right off this planet, all right?
No, I'm not even talking about Ben Shapiro. Listen, I've seen a couple women naked. Orgasm isn't real. Neither is the clitoris or the G-spot. Me and Tom had to dig around that motherfucker to find the G-spot. It's not real.
It's there.
That's the same thing as like, politicians who don't cheat.
Just right.
Or
you just hit it automatically. It's like a cheat code.
Yeah. You can have a pretzel dick. You're not gonna fucking hit it.
Why
I'm
would you
sorry,
have
but
a
it's not
pretzel
real.
dick, bro.
It'd be a conversation starter.
That's more of like a. By then, I think you're past conversation because, like, if you're to the point where you're on a date and she sees your dick and that it's a pretzel, it's like
Yeah, you're like
the conversation has already gone successfully. You needed no help starting it, but now it's like there was
No,
about
'cause
to
you're
be
like-
sex, and now there's going to be another conversation, and the first
No,
question
'cause-
she's going to ask is, "Why is your dick a pretzel?"
No, because what you do is you go up to a group of women, respectfully, of course, because it's 2022, and you gotta be respectful. And you're like, hey, listen,
It's almost 2023.
I have a dick in the shape of a pretzel. And like most of them would be like, there's no way. One of them would be curious enough to find out, and then you just like show it respectfully. You respectfully show it. There's distance, cops, consent, the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Maybe no cops though, because it's kind of
Just like go on Omegle.
Kinda weird these
and
days.
Wait for what looks like a couple high schoolers to be in
No.
your window, and then just be like, "Hey, want to see a pretzel dick?" And just
no, because no high schoolers. You gotta see an ID. I wanna fucking-
so many people from my hometown that I live like 300 feet from a high school.
So that's unfortunate.
Go
But
Eagles!
speaking of high schoolers, I have a story for you.
Is it about Luke?
Oh, no.
Is Luke still in high school? Is Luke in
No.
college now?
No, it's what unfortunately happened to me.
Oh, this is gonna be a good story.
So I went back home. I was at home for 12 days. I went to a wedding.
Fuck yeah, dude! Who got married?
Hell yeah.
My cousin got married. It was actually a lot of fun. It was a little weird at first because I was seeing a lot of people I haven't seen in a long time, but it was great. But so I just got a text message. Goddamn,
Man, fuck
so
that.
professional.
Yeah.
So I was talking to one of my buddies that I went to. Like I was me and like a couple of my friends I still hang out with. We were on grade school, middle school, high school, the whole thing.
Mhm.
So one of them still in college. It's been 7 years, but that's a different story.
He'll be a doctor someday.
He's getting a bachelor's degree, but like I said, that's a story for another time.
I didn't realize he was Van Wilder.
Yeah, he's pretty much Van Wilder.
Nice.
But so he was like, "Hey, we're having a party at my frat, this week. You should come up and see. It was like a party on Thursday, so I was like, oh, this is gonna be
going.
this is gonna be banging. The Thursday party. So
Fuck yeah.
I never went to college. So, and I've never been to a frat because I have standards. But I was like, oh, you a frat party? Like, check off my bucket list. Like I'm never gonna naturally go to one. So like I figured, I'd go and see how it is. So we get there, and the outside of the building looks really nice.
Also-
We're in this place called DeKalb, Illinois.
This party's gonna be good because your buddy is like a 7th year sophomore, so this party's gonna kick ass.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, just let me keep going. So, 'cause it gets weirder. So, we get to this fucking big house, and the outside looks nice. It's got arches and shit. But like, we're in this place called DeKalb, Illinois.
I'm
Which is
somewhat
like-
familiar. I have raced at the fairgrounds there. I did not win.
So it's pretty much like little Baghdad
Yeah,
of Illinois.
yeah.
Yeah.
it's,
So there's a university in like Baghdad, basically, in like late '90s, early
Why is there a
2000s
college
Baghdad.
here?
So not great. Yeah.
the land
Yeah,
was
there's a
really
college in a
cheap.
fucking war zone. Yeah. So we get to this like kind of nice house. All the first floor windows all boarded up with like chains and fences and stuff. Because
They got ghetto guards.
crime.
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, this place is kind of nice. It's got like a rounded driveway, and we get there, and we park, and it's like 3:00, so I can still go outside.
Sun was up, man.
And we, I walk inside this building, and I went from looking like to a kind of nice house on the outside to like, I felt like I was like some like 1980s Soviet fucking apartment. Like it made Barracks 52 in San Diego look like a high class
hell
establishment.
Ugh.
Hell
I
yeah.
live
Like,
there.
and I know you guys remember Barracks 52. Like the carpet was rough, the rooms were rough.
Yeah, dude, I
Like-
lived there. Me and Darkeo were fucking roommates in there for like 9 months.
I like went to the bathroom and I could like hear like the fucking athlete's foot growing in the showers.
Ugh.
And there was only one stall with toilet paper because like, I gotta take a dump. Where's the shitter? And like, oh, the shitter's all the way in the back. And like all the other ones were like pee in toilets. So we're there and we're like, I was like, hey man, I need to go to the liquor store because I'm gonna be here at this party. I gotta be drunk because like this already sucks. And he's like, no, don't worry, we have beer. I was like, all right, whatever. I'll take your word for it. Mistake right there. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Because the beer that they had was a Busch Latte, right?
Oh yeah. I've had a lot
Did
of
they make it? They make an apple Busch Latte?
I've seen it at the fucking gas station that I've been going to, the Shell that I've been going to since I moved to Linden, the one that Jess just had to get a job at. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I've seen it in a floor display, and I remember the first time I saw it, I walked in, I was like, Busch Light Apple, man, fuck that. And then I walked back.
Yeah, that's all they had.
Energy drinks. Like, oh,
Yeah, that's all they had. So
well, I mean,
I was like,
there was a while there where like Red's Apple Ale kicked on the scene, and like that was the shit. And those are actually pretty
Red's
good.
great.
Like I don't like ciders, but like I'll fuck up a Red's Apple Ale. You know what I mean?
Because Red's apple is delicious.
Mhm.
But Busch Lattes are gross. Hey, I'm gonna go pee, and then I'll continue the story. You guys.
You do that.
'Cause I've been drinking
All right.
all day. It took me like 3 hours to fucking install my washer because that
Yeah,
shit was so
I
corroded.
Just started, and I put too much scotch in this, and I'm sorry. I would love to help you install your washer, but there's a small matter of like 2,400 miles between us.
Yeah.
And also,
but
I
yeah,
got,
I'll be
I
right
got
back.
two fucked up fingers. Go
Yeah,
ahead, go
so I'll be
ahead.
right back. I'm gonna continue. This story gets worse, by the way.
We'll
I just want you
continue
to
that
know.
when you get back. Well, while you're gone,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell the story about how I fucked up two of my fingers. So,
All right.
at work, we got this truck from Pro Builders Supply, who has a habit of buying older, very shitty trucks because they're cheaper to own and maintain. Because they don't have an after treatment or a DEF system or anything like that. No emissions.
Yeah.
Just a diesel with stacks and a transmission and then two axles, and that's the truck. But anyway, the suspension is entirely fucked on this truck, so we're replacing like all of it. So most of this week, me and the old guy, senior tech Mitch is a gorilla of a man. He's so strong and large, and I'm like, man, I'm not built to be a diesel tech if Mitch is the ideal diesel tech. Like, but anyway, we had to like torch the U-bolts off the leaf springs and like pull the leaf spring packs out, and these things weigh like 90 fucking pounds because they're a leaf spring pack for the front axle in a fucking Class 8 truck. So they're like, yeah. And then we had to like pick them up to get them to the press and put one end on a jack stand while the other end is on the press, so we could press the bushings in and out of them, to push the old ones out and push new ones in, and we were pushing the old one out. And I was holding the leaf spring so that it didn't walk or, whatever off the jack stand. I was holding it so we could get a clean push all the way out. And, again, Mitch, who I reiterate, is built like a gorilla of a man, real big, strong guy, is not even paying attention to the leaf spring whatsoever. And I'm holding it all 5'9", 160 pounds of me. And it decides it's going to walk, and it goes on the jack stand, right where my hand was at. So my hand got, with all the force of 5 tons, snapped into a jack stand by a leaf spring. And then they look better now, but yesterday these 2 fingers were purple and kind of fucked up. And I had Band-Aids on them. And bear in mind, at the time, my hands were not this clean. My hands were black. Like, they were covered.
Yeah, so you couldn't really tell.
Yeah, so I didn't know how bad it was, but then I looked down, like, a couple minutes after it happened, and I was like, oh, I'm bleeding. And then they're like, oh, there's OSHA protocols for blood and pathogens. And I'm like, well, I ain't got AIDS, so I'm just going to put toilet paper and some tape on them. And then I did that until I went home, and I cleaned them and Band-Aided them. But, yeah, they're fine. I can still move them and shit.
There we go.
So, yeah. The fuck have you been up to, man? Typhoon's been keeping you up?
That was when I was in Okinawa. Now I'm in Tokyo.
Tokyo. I wonder if you know how they live in Tokyo. Fast and Furious!
Oh my god.
It's alright. Japanese people don't watch my stream. I've looked at my analytics. We're not going to offend anybody.
I wasn't even going with that. I was just going with the cringe.
Oh.
But
I don't give a fuck about that. I'll XD.
I realize.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll woo-woo. I don't care. There ain't no cringe that'll offend me. Just in case we
all right, good thing you're back, Tanner.
Viewers, shout out Midori
good thing
and
you're
Howie,
back.
my 2 favorite bartenders at Bar Garden. I seen one of them naked.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Finish
where
the
was I?
story.
Oh, Bushlight Apple. All right.
Yeah, Busch Light
So-
Apple in the Soviet party block frat house in DeKalb,
Yeah, so
Illinois.
the fucking Kazakhstan fucking apartments.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, fuck this. We're going to a liquor store.
Yeah.
So we
I can
come
buy liquor.
and yeah. So he's like, well, we'll just go a little bit later. I'm like, okay. Disconnected brain from reality, because later meant nighttime, when a couple of guys like me shouldn't go outside to the middle of this DeKalb. So we go to this liquor store because it's the only place that's open to we got to little Baghdad to go buy some fucking booze.
You went down,
And
down to the market, you had your turbans on, you were blending, it was all good.
yeah, cue me. I had my camo shorts on, the ones I bought in Japan, a Ukrainian T-shirt
Bearing mine.
and a hat, and I brought my gun.
Of
'Cause,
course. Of course you did.
Well, yeah, I was
You don't
sober.
go anywhere
and
without a gun, do you? Did you go to the wedding without a gun? Like, I doubt it.
I went in with a gun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a gun on me, but and that's just because we gotta be safe.
Yeah.
But so I was legally carrying. Get that out there. I was legally carrying, and we go there, and I'm like, dude, we're gonna fucking die, because there's people fucking fighting outside, and there's these cars coming and going. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna go in and grab some Trulies, the manliest drink you can drink.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually, I'm getting partial to Trulies. They're not bad, but so I go in there, I grab some Trulies,
So
Only-
Truly's,
oh, like-
Bud Light Seltzer, fucking White Claws, and
Like I got vodka and Trulies, and I got the Trulies for like me, and then like I would. But the plan was to talk to women, but that backfires later in the story.
were there just by the explanation of what a raging party this was already, I'm gonna perhaps in a misconceived way assume there were no ladies there because it doesn't sound
There
like
were.
there'd be any ladies.
There were women there, but
But
so we go back. And I have like my drinks, and we're playing Terraria, and like the leader of the frat, so like the shitty thermal dictator, comes in. He's like, "All right, so plan 8 o'clock. We're gonna have like a frat meeting, and then 9 o'clock we're gonna start the party. We're gonna throw some shit in the grill, and 10 o'clock we're gonna bring the women over." I was like, "This seems kind of well coordinated." All right, I thought it was a bunch of fucking idiots in college, but I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I gave a lot of benefits of the doubt that night. Way too many. So, and 8 o'clock rolls around, they don't do the fucking meeting. I was like, all right, whatever. 9 o'clock, they like throw some shit on the grill, but it's like crappy burgers and like this like little tiny like Weber charcoal grill for like supposedly like 150 people. So like there's nowhere near enough food for anyone.
yeah,
So I go down the first time, and there's like 10 people down there, and they're eating burgers, and I grab some like free burgers. I'm like, this is great, but like they weren't seasoned, and like there was some child. What I forgot about college is it's pretty much just children
yeah.
with like alone who just like live somewhere with no experience.
Yeah.
So there was these kids making burgers.
It's like being in the military barracks, except a little bit worse because you don't get a paycheck every 2 weeks.
Yes.
You
So it was a bunch of poor children
poor
making
children
food.
living in basically government housing, just trying
Yeah,
to figure it out.
These Soviet block apartments.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck this. I went back upstairs, played Terraria for another hour and a half. I heard some music, and I was like, oh, okay. I think the party is starting now. So I go down there. I like slam 2 Trulies on my way down because I have a problem. And I have like 3 more in my pocket, and I have like another one in my hand. And I go down there, I'm drinking them, and I'm like, my buddy's like, don't be weird, mingle with people. And like he also like told his frat brothers like they can bully me, and I'm like, I won't punch an 18-year-old in the face. Like, do not tempt me. Like what? Because they're your frat brother, they can talk shit to me. Like, get over yourself. But that's neither here nor there.
They could bully you. Listen, I have a gun.
Like not even that.
You want to
Not
pull
even
that
that.
French
It's like
shit? Glock 19.
I was like, how? What is a 19-year-old freshman in college going to say to me?
Yeah.
I've been called all kinds of things all over the world.
I've been on deployment.
I was like, I've been kicked out of a restaurant for being a white guy. Like I got with the no guy sheen.
No
What are you going to say to me that's going to hurt my feelings?
Yeah.
So anyway, I go down there, and I'm like trying to talk to people, and I'm like, hey, do you guys go here? And they're like, oh, we're thinking about going here. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, oh, I've been here a couple of years, this, that, and the other. And like, we had some Russian kid, and like we had a deep philosophical debate about, the war, but that's something else. But like we agreed on a lot of things. The special military operation, you get fucked. But so I'm like talking to all these people, and I find this girl, and we're me and her are talking, and then her boyfriend shows up, and then I was like, oh, okay, I get it. It ended up going great because I was like, oh shit, I know you guys were together. Because he looked like he was like 10 years older than her and like 2 feet taller than me.
Yeah.
But no, they were like the same age. He was just a very large man. But yeah, so I got him on Snapchat. He's actually a really cool guy, Jay or something. So I'm like talking to these people, and I met this other girl, and I was like, hey, like, you guys go to the school yet? Like, what do you guys major in? I was trying to blend in, looking old with the hairline.
You didn't have a hat on? You're telling me you weren't wearing a hat?
I took the hat off.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the hat off because like, I'm trying to be a college kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to be a college kid, so like I had a little scruff going because it's been like a week and a half since I shaved. Like a little scruff. I was like, I look like a person.
You're trying to be a college kid? You should have put a hat on backwards. Blended. How do you do?
Well,
fellow
actually,
kids?
that's different. But Yeah, so I'm going there and they're like, "You want to play beer pong?" And I was like, "I'll play beer pong." They had like some weird fuck ass beer pong where there's like cups on the side and cups in the middle.
Oh, four
And, like-
corners and then the center eight. Yeah.
And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" This is beer pong.
Beer pong? What the fuck are you doing?
So I was starting to show my age. But yeah, so I started talking to this group of women. And I was like, "Hey, do you guys go here?" And like, "No, we're thinking about going here." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And like, "Well, we just graduated high school." And like, it clicked.
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
like you could hear the single gear turning in my head. It just went. And I was like, "I'm in college. These people just left high school. I'm 25. What the fuck am I doing here? I'm drinking with children."
I'm in
So-
college. I'm 30 years old. The youngest
So-
person in my class is 17.
And like, I just started like going through like all these scenarios like from the night in my head. I'm like, I was talking to children all the time. That's the wonder why they don't know what the fuck is going on. That's why they don't know how to play beer pong, because they're kids. They're children. They don't know what the fuck is going on. So after that realization, I like went upstairs. I had like a mental breakdown. I came back, peed, took a dump. It was a whole thing. Found the toilet with the toilet. I found like the stall with the toilet paper, so we were good. Go back down. Party's kind of dying out because I ran out of their shitty like Busch Light apple. That's all I had to drink. And like people were like leaving the party, so I was like, it was just me
Yes,
and
they
my
do.
buddy went back upstairs, and I was like, I want to have the college experience. So I just started following people. I don't know if you know this, but it's rush week when I was there. So like it's like the fraternity's trying to like introduce people into their frats. So like they're all open.
Yeah. And they are
So-
indoctrinating and hazing fresh out of
Yeah.
high
So
18-year-olds, some 17.
So I was following these like random people place. Like, "Hey, where are you guys going?" Like, "We're going to this frat." I was like, "I'll go with you." So I had to hop a fence, which was it's much easier when your back isn't as fucked as mine,
Mhm.
and when you're way more sober. So I climb on top of a trash can, jump over this fence onto a refrigerator, then fall off the refrigerator, fuck my knee way up. It turns out my knee was like bleeding for like half an hour, so like my left leg was just covered in blood from the knee down, because I guess I landed in gravel. So I'm like walking around, and like I have a beer in my hand, and like
Why
two
did
beers
you
in my
hop
pocket.
the fence?
And that's the only way to get to these other frats, apparently.
I'm sure there was another way. I mean, I don't
I'm
think
sure
everybody
there-
hops the fence every day.
No, and
On
there's
their
like
way
a
to
line
and
to hop
from
this
class.
fence. I was like, I guess it's how we do things here. So I was just hopping the fence with them.
What a sketchy place.
So I follow these people, and like there's like we hop this fence, and there's like two frats there, and like another frat across the street, and like there's like frats everywhere. So I follow these people up to this one frat, and they're like, I like had a beer, and I was like, "What's up, guys?" They're like, "Hey, man, are you new here?" I was like, "Yeah, I just got here today," because I did. And they're like, "Oh, dude, come on in, have a shot." And I was like, "I'll do a shot." So I walk into this
Wandering
basement
from
full
house
of.
to house doing shots with strangers.
I walk into this
You'll be fine, you have a
basement.
gun.
I walk into this basement with kids dancing to like rave music, and like there was kids making shots. Mind you, these are all children. I was older than all those fucking people. It was the weirdest thing ever.
You got that young face though. You blend. I look like a 30-year-old man everywhere I go.
Yeah, I had to like brush past all these like kids grinding on each other, and I like walk up and like there's this chick there, and she's like on her phone just being like avoidingly cool, and I was like, "Hey, I just got here. What the fuck is going on?" She's like, "I don't know. You want to do a shot?" And I was like, "All right." So we go do a shot.
Shot me.
And it's like those like little tiny like solo cup shot
Wow.
glasses, and like there's these dudes like mixing shots, which you don't mix a shot, but it was like mostly
You're
like
a mix of all
Powerade
this.
and a little bit of vodka. So like they pour these shots and I do it. I'm like, this is just Powerade. He's like, there's vodka in there. I was like, oh, I have another one then. And I have another one, and I'm like, okay, so there's like this much vodka and that much Powerade. So get over yourself.
Yeah.
They've only got one bottle. They gotta make the rave last.
And like this chick like did this shot. She's like, "Oh, that was rough." She like took the beer out of my hand. She's like, "I need to wash this down." It's like, you're such a fucking pussy.
It's my fucking beer.
But like and then she like walked away. I was like, "Jokes on you! I have 2 more beers in my pocket because I'm prepared." So I just fucking leave that place, go across to like
that fucking Adam Sandler movie. Just always.
yeah, I like pulled him out of my cargo pocket, and I was like, and I went to another one, went across the street, like no, even not even across the parking lot, and I like fucking do the same thing again. Like I like, hey guys, what's up? And you want to come in and have a shot? I was like, hell yeah! I go to another basement, do like some more like shots, and then I was like, this is fucking lame. So there was like a bunch of people leaving these frat to go to this place called Skulls, and I was like, dude, Skulls sounds fucking
like
awesome.
Bars I went to when I was in college. It sounds like the bars I went to when I was in San Diego and looking for trouble.
So Skulls was like a frat that was like a bar. And like I go across the street and there's like these bouncers out front, which are just like the bigger children.
Uh-huh.
And I go up and I was like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, it's full right now, you can't come in. And I was like, well, you guys drinking anyway? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, all right. So I just like drank a beer outside. And then I'm just like hanging out trying to get into this fucking basement with these other kids who were drinking.
The first one was so awesome that you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
Let's go to another one. Let's keep it
So
Keep the
I
party
like-
going.
Yeah.
So I vaguely remember like going in. I go in there and I'm like, this place fucking sucks because there's just like it seemed like because like as the night went on, younger and younger people kept showing up, and I was like, this is weird. So I like leave Skulls and I'm like in a parking lot somewhere, and my buddy calls me. He's like, "Where are you?" I was like, "I don't fucking know."
I don't know, dude.
I came across a street at a place called Skulls. He's like, "You gotta get the fuck out of there." And I was like, all right, whatever. So like I kind of like make my way back, and I hop the fence again. I didn't fall this time. I was more prepared.
There you go. There you go.
Because there's no way to get. I had to like walk. It was either like hop the fence. It was either like hop the fence or like walk half a mile around this block.
Is it like
Dude, that's how they weed out the
fence
weaker
or, like,
students.
But-
describe the fence. Is it chain link? Like,
It's a chain
How do
link
you-
fence, and there's a refrigerator on one side and a garbage can on the other. So you have
That's the
like, a
initiation.
garbage can to a refrigerator.
If you can hop the fence, you pass. You get to join the cult,
you
the
can't
frat.
be a Delta Phi unless you hop the fence bridge. Like,
So yeah, so I'm talking to him and he's like, "You get the fuck over here," and I was like, "All right, whatever." So like I like make my way over there over the course of like 10 minutes drinking, and I hop this fence again. He's like, "You shouldn't go to Skulls," and I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because kids go there." I'm like, "Kids go everywhere. It's a fucking college." You're like, I got no philosophical debate like why you should be 26 and still going to college in a frat, but that's neither here nor there. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm 30 and I'm in college. Granted, I go to a technical college and like.
Yeah, but you're not in a frat like trying to like live the
dude,
life.
There's no on-campus housing. This campus is
Yeah.
like the size of Point Loma base. Like it's not big.
So
I found out I've been going to this college for like a fucking year and a half. I found out 2 weeks ago there's a goddamn veterans lounge and there's a like fucking key code to get in. And I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah, there's
That's fucking wild.
one other ex-Marine who I know on that campus, and I was like, "Did you know there's a fucking veterans center on campus?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, there's like a little room with like pens and a printer and like snacks." And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to get fucking snacks." Like, I still haven't been because class doesn't start again until the 20th, but you know, 21st,
Yeah,
you best believe.
but
It's gonna be getting
yeah,
snacks
so-
in the veterans center.
yeah, so I end up getting back to the original frat,
Yeah.
and like I walk in, and there's just like people like I like walk into these kids trying to roll a joint, and I walk in like, "What are you guys doing?" They're like, "We're getting high," and I was like, "Okay," and like, "What are you guys doing?" And they got a cigarillo, and they managed to get the tobacco out, but they mangled the fuck out of it. And they have this like pile of like shitty weed.
Like a cigarillo to put weed in. They didn't just buy
Yeah.
rolling papers at the gas station.
Yeah.
Like, No
Because it
pack of zigzags. We won't figure it. We won't do like Cheech and Chong and our ancestors did. We're gonna buy a fucking Swisher Sweet and hollow that bitch out with a screwdriver. You fucking retards! I swear to God.
Yeah, so like they hollowed out, mangled the fuck out of it, and they're like packing weed into it. And I was like, "What are you guys doing?" They're like, "Roll a joint," and I was like, "Okay."
That's.
And I was like watching it, and they were just like,
in a joint. That's different.
"Yeah, they're fucking kids," and they're like, and I like mangled the fuck out of it, and I was like, you know, if you guys just like, you know, kind of like grind it up and then like put it in there like carefully, it won't fuck up the paper. And they're like, "What do you know?" And I was like, I mean, I've only been around for like 7 more years than you've been alive, but yeah, what would I know? Well, like I stepped back, I watched them fuck this thing up, and then like they light it inside, like a bunch of animals. And I was like, I don't give a fuck who you are, unless you're like Snoop Dogg or you own the place. Don't fucking light it up inside. I didn't even go to this frat because y'all just told me you were like fucking 16. So I'm just like watching these fucking people like,
they've got no manners. These kids need to learn.
and then like
beat him down, Tanner.
And I was just like, what? I was like, kept watching people do stupid shit. And I was like, God, this country's gonna fucking collapse.
Party. Yeah, that is a college
Yeah.
party.
And like,
a collection of people doing stupid shit. Some of
and my buddy mine comes out and he's like, "Where have you been?" I'm like, "I've been here watching these fucking idiots try to get high. It is embarrassing. I am so embarrassed that this is weed is legal in Illinois. How are you bad at getting high?" Like people have been getting high for hundreds of years. How do you suck at it? At a college, come on. You know, you would actually figured out how to like get high better, you know. But no, they just like
learned how to smoke by doing it 2 or 3 times.
Like you think you like want to watch some bullshit on TikTok? Because like back in the day, you had to like watch like Cheech and Chong or some other shit to figure it out.
No,
like no, like,
if my dad did,
but you can just like
my
Google.
uncles did.
Yeah, and you can Google how to weed, and like thousands of entries come up.
How to weed.
And it's just like you just fucking learn how to do it. Like it's not hard. It's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
And then he's like fucked it all up, and I was like, God, I hate this place.
I need to leave. I shouldn't be here. It's bad for my health.
And so I ended up going upstairs. I played like Terraria for another hour, and I passed the fuck out. And yeah, that was my college party experience. I was just watching this fucking country fall apart because kids don't even know how to get high anymore.
Yeah.
Like how do you fuck up a pre-roll joint, man? How?
Just offer him Jankum. Just give him
It's
Jankum.
already rolled. It is literally already rolled. All I have to do is like get like a little funnel.
Right there. Hey, speaking of
It's just not
fucking rolling shit, do you remember you and me smoking the Bible on deployment?
There's the Constitution.
Yeah, it was the Constitution. Yeah.
We found a
We had
pocket
a
Constitution.
pocket Constitution in one of the drawers in our room. And fucking, we bought that fucking like raw roll your own tobacco. Or no, we bought
Shitty
cigars at the
tobacco.
cigar store, and we like got a bunch of like sample packs for free of this.
Yeah, he's like, you guys want some
Raw
tobacco?
tobacco.
And I was like, hell yeah.
All right, sure. And I was like, I'll sprinkle it around the room. It fucking smells good. You know, it won't smell like Dabney's goddamn feet anymore. But then one day we decided to smoke it. We were like, do we have any paper? And I just like started tearing through the drawer under my laptop. And I was like, about a pocket Constitution. And I was like, you're trying to get high on the Bill of Rights?
We smoked the fucking Constitution.
We smoked like... Yeah, we smoked like the Bill of Rights and I think like the preamble to the Constitution.
I mean, the thing is, no one will
I
ever
had
know
the
because
Bill
no
of
one will read
Rights,
that.
and I had the preamble.
Yeah, you had the preamble and you didn't finish yours. I did. But I finished
Yeah, because
mine.
it
the Bill of
tasted
Rights-
like actual cancer.
Well, yeah, because that paper was like not rolling papers. That paper was bleached and had ink in it, and when we lit it,
It
on
was like-
fire,
it was like
became
thick
wildly
magazine paper.
carcinogenic.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure the flame was like green when we sparked it. Like it was
Yeah,
not smoking.
I think I got a throat infection the next day, but whatever. Like I smoked the Bill of Rights and some of the
Yeah.
preamble, and then we threw the rest in the ocean.
Wow.
I threw my
Yeah.
wedding ring in the ocean that deployment. That was quite a deployment.
I remember that. You were like, I was like, hey man, what's up? You're like, fuck this. You like like fucking sent that shit
I
halfway
had it in
across
my
the
hand and I
harbor.
was thinking about it, and I was like angrily holding it while sitting on a davit on the back deck, and you were like, "Man, are you okay?" And I just yelled, "Fuck this!" And I yanked it into the ocean, in the shitty brown water in Yokohama Harbor. Somewhere at the
Hell
bottom of
yeah.
that channel is a fucking $3 brass wedding ring I got off Amazon.
There you go. Someone will find it one day.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Probably not. But you never know.
Nobody
You
dives
never
that
know.
harbor unless they're like working on a ship.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that so much shit happened that deployment. That was a deployment where before we even left, the boat took a shit in the water right there. You remember that?
Yeah. That was a hell of a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Good thing that we're not deploying anymore.
Yeah, man. Thank God for that. Never deploy again. I may go back to the Philippines, but I'll never deploy again. I just want you guys to know that in the event that like the warehouse project, the whole our goal, our plans, everything, if like that fails and somehow I end up with nothing, I'm just gonna book a flight to like Subic Bay and then I'll never be heard from again. I'm gonna live out the rest of my days with that VA disability. I'll probably open a bar and fuck all my bar girls, just like all the guys I know.
Every other bar
It's like
in
every other
fucking
white
Subic
bar
Bay.
owner in Subic Bay.
Yes.
Dude, I'm friends with one on Facebook, and he's such a fucking trip. I love his posts. But anyway, yeah, the warehouse project. Speaking of Brendan Herrera buying a AK factory, what kind of guns do you want to manufacture, Mr. Tanner?
So I've been doing a lot of thinking.
Yeah.
I want to do, and I know this is not, it's not very popular.
I don't give a fuck, Tanner. As long as we're original and different and we make awesome content, I don't give a fuck.
I was thinking a caseless munition,
I'm down. We can figure
probably 7mm,
Okay.
like a 7mm cartridge,
Large.
large, and bullpup.
Can we adapt this ammunition to perhaps a large drum or box magazine that can be adapted to an M60 so that every 4th of July on our property I can celebrate America's independence by feeding the pig?
So if I get my SOT, we can just buy an M60. Actually, hold on. Let me just see
There's
how much.
two things I want as I mean, I'm not appointing myself this through any kind of like credibility or anything, but as the ringleader of the warehouse project, there's only two things I want from the gun side of it. One of them is a China Lake, because a fucking pump action grenade launcher will be awesome to like it started a video, like got China Lake in my hands. It was like, today we're going to break ground on where we're going to build our shooting range. And we're going to break that ground with a 40mm grenade. And then I off into the woods and I blow up like 2 trees and make a big crater. And I'm like, bulldoze there. And then it cuts to me running the bulldozer right there. And like, I'm building our shooting range. And I also want an M60 to feed the pig every 4th of July. Feed the pig is just trigger down letting the belt fly on an M60 because they sound, I don't know, like a snorting pig or some shit. But yeah, I love the sound of a full auto M60 just firing.
Hell yeah.
Those are two things. Those are two things I'll keep in my office at the warehouse project: is the China Lake and like 3 grenades and an M60.
What the? How?
Also, get really educated on the North Carolina gun laws, because that's where we're doing our thing.
How is dual Browning 50 cal machine guns cheaper than an M60?
That Rambo clout. But I'm fine with
Yeah.
that. We can put those on the roof.
All right, yeah, we need $100,000.
At some point, we'll have that. I can't guarantee one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me $100,000. I'll get you anything you want.
Yeah, as would most people. It's okay.
Tanner, just get a gun and I can get you anything. Give me a gun, I'll get you anything you want.
It's crazy. I have this gun, and all of a sudden, everything is free. No,
Oh, what's my total? That's 467.88. What is it now?
Hey, you guys want to see my new Groupon? Fucking.
Yo, check it out. I got a new credit card. Shit ain't got no limit.
You got that
It's
Amex? I got
100%
that
off.
clock.
Plus whatever's in the fucking register. Like, no.
I won't put there was more money than I went in with. It's wild.
It's crazy.
Oh, we racking shit now? Are we racking shit now?
That's all of them. Now I gotta put them all back if I can find them. Couch eats bullets. Not like that. I don't shoot the couch, but you know. Every now and then I do take apart the Glock and clean it and re-oil it and reload it.
Are you racking shit? Have y'all seen my fucking Benellis?
I have now. Oh, it pops. I don't even hear it. Yeah, it doesn't sound cool because of your mic, your potato-ass mic. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do, Tanner? I'm gonna send you one of my microphones.
Yeah, I need a new microphone because I'm on my phone right now.
Oh man, I got one for you right
Same.
here.
But I will be back for like
Studio
a week.
quality, man. Studio quality. It's not plugged in.
Yes,
It is laying.
Are
on
we
the
back?
table.
In November,
Yeah.
like the second week of November for like a week. So
Hell yeah.
Bitchin', we're gonna hang for sure. I know you were supposed to be back like at some point in July, I think, and hit me up, but then you never did.
I went back,
Yeah.
but I was only there for like a day and like basically 2 days. So we got there late. I slept,
That's
did
pretty
the surf,
typical Navy.
and then like the second day, like we wrapped everything up, sent them the report, changed into people clothes, and then flew out. So I didn't have any time.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I wanted to hang out, but I didn't have time.
Because of the shit he's been going through, and I want Miller to join one of these. Damn it! I still have Miller's fucking ratchet straps in the back of the Raptor because we used them. He bought ratchet straps because I had the Camaro. And we were gonna go get a couch from somebody that he knows on another crew who was offering him a free couch because his bitch baby mama stole everything when they split. Like, I went to hang out with him, like, the day after he got back, and, we just sat on the floor and watched TV. He's like, yeah, she didn't take the TV because I said she couldn't. And I was like, but whatever, man, floor's fine. And we, drank beer and ate pizza on the floor.
Oh, did him and his lady...
Yeah, so it's not like she, just ditched him or left or anything. Like, he didn't want to be together for a while now, and I guess,
Oh, Misha. Hi, Misha.
I still have yet to get a cat because I have so many things scattered about the apartment or house that a cat would destroy. Like, I have 3 Gundam models standing up right there. I have an entire Shulk scene on my coffee table. Like, a cat would fuck this up in a minute.
You gotta get a good cat. Look at this fucking cat. Aren't you awesome?
Meow. Misha. Misha.
Oh, she's looking. She's not looking for me. No, whatever. Oh, she wants out.
Misha.
All right, goodbye.
Bye, Misha.
I love you too. But yeah, no, she's in this room because I had to seal all the window edges in my room because there's like a 1/4-inch gap between the window and the wall.
Oh, yeah, call it that.
Yeah, I caulked the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I used like a whole tube of caulk on one window. So
I have been doing fucking Vietnam napalm war with the spiders who live in the bushes outside. I saw one today. I shit you not, hanging off the side of the house. He was bigger than this goddamn beer can. And I was like, oh, fuck no, baby. I was like, this pump sprayer of Spider Killer ain't gonna cut it anymore. I think very seriously that this coming payday, I'm going to Walmart. I'm buying like 3 fire extinguishers. And I'm gonna get a pump sprayer of some gasoline. And those bushes are history.
So I made a
Windermere
thing.
property management be damned. These bushes are gone. There will be no plants on the perimeter of the house.
Just pour like vinegar or something on them too.
I don't think that
something-
will kill these fucking baseball-sized spiders that I'm trying to eliminate.
So we're gonna get a little bit political, but I made this because Misha likes to hunt the cockroaches in my house.
Mhm.
So I made this sign.
Yeah, dude, fuck Russia.
Hell yeah.
The only good thing
So
that
it
ever
says,
came out of Russia was my watch.
It says, Russian soldier hunting in progress. Please keep care of the pet. She is working. Of course, this is like the most like Chad Shin picture of my cat, and I put a little on duty thing on there. Yeah, this is
Cat
hanging up right now.
woman.
Yeah, so she's a working cat. But yeah,
Hey, don't you live with Collins?
yeah,
Is he home right now? Tell him I said hi.
yeah.
No.
He's not home right now. Yeah,
What,
It's just
is
me.
he just on the watch floor there, or does he do what you do?
he's on the watch floor.
Well, hey, I applied for a position over there. Watson told me about it, so I applied for a civilian acoustic analyst. Apparently, when submitting my application saying I did this shit for 4 years for much less pay, that apparently wasn't a lock for getting me the job. They denied me. So,
Oh wow!
just the same, I really don't want to go back to doing acoustics again because I
Don't
did want to kill
Do
myself
not come
a
here.
lot while I was in the military.
do not do this job.
I'm not going to come there. I am going to come back to Mooresville, Huntersville, North Carolina with my bros, and we're going to buy a warehouse, and I'm going to build apartments in it, and we're going to live in it and do cool stuff in it. Like build guns and 3D print shit and build cool kit cars for customers and make dumb YouTube videos where we blow things up and I run a bulldozer.
Exactly.
Are you down for that, man? Are you down to clown part of the warehouse project? You gonna go to school and do your gunsmithing thing and be the next Brendan Herrera, but with the warehouse project?
So I found out me and Brandon Herrera are pretty much like the same age.
No shit. You should
He's like
figure
9
it
months
out.
older than me. I want to.
Ah,
That is the plan.
nice.
Yeah, but he's like only 9 months older than me. So like,
So I don't know.
it's
I
weird.
hardly ever talk to Maku anymore. He was supposed to join us last time we did one of these, but he didn't because I guess he went to sleep instead. But yeah, is he down to clown? Fucking warehouse project? Is he gonna be on board, or is he all gonna be a lifer in the Navy now?
I don't know. I'm trying to get out and go shoot Russians. So
Right, but I would
That's
much
me.
rather you don't do that and that you just stay and become part of the warehouse project.
yeah, but like seeing how it's going, I don't think I'm gonna have time to get out and then go shoot Russians because Ukraine's gonna whoop the shit out of them.
So Ukraine
Which is-
yeah, Russia's starting
Ukraine's
to
gonna
pull back.
conquer Russia pretty soon. And
Yeah,
Ukraine's
so
gonna be
pretty
a
much-
lot fucking bigger.
So there's gonna be East Ukraine pretty soon. But the issue is, well, not an issue, but like, so usually when countries use justification for their invasions, it's like historically speaking, this is our territory. But if you go back to the historical maps, Ukraine had a pretty large chunk of Russia, historically speaking.
Take it back. Take it.
So I was like, historically speaking, that's Ukrainian land.
Listen, friend, I make you a good deal. You surrender 70% of country, then maybe we let you live.
Because I know there's a group in St. Petersburg who are trying to drop charges against Vladimir Putin against treason because he dropped the ball so hard. And I think that's funny. He also has blood cancer, which you'd think would have killed him by now, but I guess,
Also, he's not
He had
just
that money.
going old and crazy. He's also fucking dying. Okay, so he's
oh,
in
blood
absolutely
cancer.
no way in a rational mind. Probably hasn't been for some years.
Yeah.
Like, he's such an asshole. His blood's trying to kill him. Like,
I mean, I guess that's the best way for him to go out is, universally hated.
Yeah.
he should have built a big stupid monument, and they're like,
Yeah.
like,
a giant golden pyramid or some shit. Like what?
Yeah,
the-
building a giant, like,
pyramid,
fucking-
He's fucking dead now. Jerk.
yeah, building a giant golden Vladimir Putin, and then like release like a cure for like fucking insulin to stick it to the West. Or whatever, like
Yeah.
cheap insulin, and be like, Russia kind of sucked, but they had super cheap insulin.
Yeah.
Now, you like stick it to everyone, and it'd be fine. But no, you had to go and invade a country. Look what a fucking clown, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a text message. Let me see that. Oh, and I'm rubbing the camera. I apologize.
Rub it hard.
Rub it. Yeah, for real.
Oh,
Oh, I had it upside down.
There you go, Tanner.
Solidarity.
oh shit! What happened?
Off.
No, I didn't turn it off. I'm sorry. I just didn't know what was going on.
Rejoin.
Okay, I returned the call. There we go. We're good.
Solidarity.
Yeah. Dude, I got the fucking tattoo, man.
Fuck yeah. What does it say? I've been meaning to ask you.
So there's actually two things. I'm going to get a little bit historical here.
Okay.
So the top thing says Peramojimo, which basically means we will win. Which-
Yeah.
If you look at the history in the past 3 days where they've taken over 1,000 square kilometers of territory, what Russia took like 4 months to take. Yeah, so the
Yeah.
trident right here. So historians recently figured out, so this right here almost looks like the Ukrainian V. This is an O. This is like an L. And then this is like an A. And Volia, or like VOLA, is basically it's freedom.
Heck
So-
yeah.
Their symbol means freedom. You can't conquer these people. Fucking 5 months ago, Babushka knocked out a Russian drone with a jar of pickles, or like a jar of tomatoes or some shit.
Hell yeah.
How are they gonna win? How are they planning on winning?
Listen, man, I'm gonna quote fucking, I think his name was Fat Eddie in the 2003 remake of The Italian Job. All right, he's like, listen, man, there's 3 things I learned in my life you don't mess with: mother-in-laws, Mother Nature, and mother freaking Ukrainians. It's a good movie. Everyone should rewatch the 2003 Italian Job. Mostly because
Yeah.
Theron is hot, and I don't know, Jason Statham and Mark Wahlberg together in a movie. They do some.
And, fuck, the guy from Fight Club.
Yeah, Edward Norton's the bad guy. Fucking Mos Def in one of his only acting roles that I've ever seen him in. Seth Green, the real Napster. That's a
Yeah.
whole meta joke inside of itself, that whole part of the movie.
Mother-in-law or mother freaking Ukrainian.
Yeah. Also, it's a
Yeah.
remake of a classic. It's about a gold heist. It's everything you want in a movie, man. It is a
Yeah.
shameless Pepsi Max plug where they blow up the sides of the truck. For some reason, Spider-Man's in that scene. I don't know why, but if you watch it, Spider-Man's in that fucking scene. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm gonna get another beer.
All right, Tanner. So I sent you that picture. So we have the AK, the Galil, the SAL, the M16, or the FN 2000. Or the
Okay.
Frost 12 we can also do, because Frost
I
12.
can do an. Do you want the do you want an MP5 clone, or do you want like the actual H and K
Hold
MP5?
on. What are we we talking about here? Are we talking about buying a gun or making a gun? Because listen,
Full buying.
fuck that, man. If we can get detailed enough schematics and I can go to work with my CNC machine that I want to buy, I can make you a gun. I'm talking no numbers, no nothing.
So-
perfectly legal because I'm allowed to make a gun.
So no, these are like
I'm
very
allowed
specific.
to make a gun, right?
So there's nothing stopping you as of right now from legally manufacturing your own firearms if you don't intend to sell them. But
I mean, aside from like the copyright infringement of like me making myself an MP5, like I can,
so yeah, we can buy an MP5, FN 2000, that's good to go. M40A3, I'll have to do some digging. The PPK, no problem. L96, that's going to be an issue. I don't think they have any export variants. of
Yeah.
that. AK-47, I'll sell you an AK-47 right fucking now.
resell me.
Uh,
Actually, I want my SKS back.
yeah, it's still I still have it. Galil, no problem.
$30 Amazon.
FAL, no problem. N16, no problem. Uzi, no problem. Yeah, the only thing that's going to be an issue is an L96.
The Uzi 9.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically just one of those because since we're having problems finding that Beretta, we'll just give me some more money in like 2 months or so.
How are you having problems finding a Beretta? Fucking.
So the issue is it's the classic Beretta.
Oh, the 92FS is like in
Yes.
particularly. Fuck it, buy an M9A1. It's got all the best parts of all the Berettas and just clone it to look like. It's already got the rail for the
See,
light
you know what?
shit.
It's the classic one. The only Berettas I've been able to find have either the Picatinny on the bottom or like the competition Berettas. Like the 90, it's either the Beretta X, like Beretta M9X, because they have in Washington, or like they're like XS super competition like nonsense. I'm trying to find a classic because he wants a classic one.
Yeah.
So I got to find. Let me just check Gunbroker.
Yeah, honestly, weren't you gonna like Resident Evil pistol that shit anyway? And have like a laser sight?
Oh,
on that
yeah.
Shit too.
No, not a laser sight.
Buy the M9A1. It's already got the rail for the shit. And you can get a light like this. It'll look almost exactly like the ones used in the games. I think at least 5. I know 5 and 4 had the laser targeting thing. Did 3? Pistol from 3? I don't know if it had a laser sight or a light. I think most of them had some kind of underbarrel mounted thing though. Yeah, the
If you want the
underbarrel
underbarrel-
because it was cheap.
So if you want the underbarrel thing, that'll be a lot easier. I just wanted you wanting like the classic Beretta.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not too picky. Like,
Okay, then I can go to the gun store probably sometime this next week, and I can just pick one up.
okay.
Yeah, because I was looking for the specific classic old style one, and that's the problem I was having with. But if you like, if you don't care if it's got the Picatinny on the bottom, that'll be way easier.
Yeah, I mean, mainly I'm just trying to make it look
Okay, yeah.
like that.
Oh. Kevin sent a photo.
But yeah, let me
Man, I have a Dremel. We can take the Picatinny rail off.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
When it's
but
good.
then I'll also get something else later.
I've been drinking for like 7 hours. This is the first water I've had.
That's water, not even real Gatorade. Fuck that, bro. Get you a Pedialyte, man. I know you don't get hangovers anymore because you're like a seasoned alcoholic, but you know.
I took like a month off.
So when we like initialized the warehouse project, I know it sounds really sketchy that we're gonna have like all these apartments built in a warehouse that I built, but like we're also gonna have like a gym and like a sauna. So like you can like get healthy when we start the warehouse project. Like,
Yeah, I gotta fix my back.
dude, I shit you not. The best I've ever felt was the couple months I did hot yoga with Brant's wife.
Yeah, I think my back's a little bit more fucked up than some hot yoga can fix.
You think that, but listen.
No,
fucking-
I've seen the MRI. My fucking, what is that shit in between the spine bones?
Cartilage.
The fucking disc. My fucking disc in my back looks like the most fucked bushing in the history of fucked bushings. Like, there is like probably like Jeeps from the 70s that have better fucking bushings in their suspension than is in my back right now.
Homie, Jeeps from the 70s don't even have bushings.
Exactly. Yeah. Like the first bushing that was ever made and put in a vehicle that's still there, it is completely fucked, is better than the one in my back right now. So,
I'm really sorry, but all I was gonna say is check out. It's called DDP Yoga because ex-wrestler Diamond Dallas Page started it, and he unparalyzed like one of Jake the Snake's legs by getting him into this DDP yoga. They do all the right stretches to like heal and loosen up things they've fucked up over a career of wrestling, and you know. But yeah, look into DDP yoga. See a couple of them, and I don't know, do like 30 minutes a day or something. Start now, and then you move up, do like an hour a day.
yeah, it looks like a lot. But
Well, do
Yeah,
you want
it's
to
like-
feel
it's
better or not?
it's like $200 a month.
Oh, I'm not saying pay for it, dude. I'm saying find like somebody on YouTube, find a video of DDP yoga, learn the stretches, and then just do them in your bedroom or whatever. Just fucking by yourself. I do a little bit of yoga every now and then. I was like clearing on the floor and just some stretches, and then I feel better.
What's the link to this shit on Twitch?
You mean what's our current length right now?
Well, no, what's the name of this fucking channel? I totally forgot.
Just Kyle Maro. KYLEMARO. Are you trying to watch yourself right now? We have one viewer. I think it's me. I'm the only person in chat.
Oh, this is indicated for mature audiences.
It sure is.
Oh, shit. I don't want to. Oh my god, I look fucking stupid.
You look fine. Hey, why don't you mute the stream so that we can not hear you twice with delay?
No, the delay is weird. I'm like, it's weird
If you
watching
think that's
myself.
weird, buddy, if you think that's weird, I have a half-second delay on everything I say and hear in my headphones, but it's the only way the stream works. So I just learned to cope with it, which is why I talk a little bit slower. Mute your fucking stream.
All right, yeah, I'm sorry. I just like it was just fucking me up just watching
Done
myself.
everything I can to fight
later.
reverb, and you are just watching the stream on stream. Fuck.
Stop watching the stream, you fucking asshole.
Participate.
I had 2 viewers for a minute. One of them was you. Also, a lot of them are female. Like Alexis the Nexus, Alice Idra, Lizzie Beth, Lana Ray, Paula Argui, Violets.
Are you naming
TV.
Are you naming porn stars? It seems like porn stars.
These are viewers. This is what it says as viewers. People who have watched the stream in the time that we have been live. In that time, 1 hour and 17 minutes. These are people who have watched like at least a second of the stream.
Uh-huh.
There's one current viewer beside me. Won't show me who it is. I just viewers.
I'm just saying that just sounds like your search history on Pornhub.
It's not the viewers.
Hey man, hey, listen. Yeah,
It's fucking. I don't even watch Twitch. The last thing I watched on Twitch was like 4 months ago. It was fucking some dude playing Soviet Republic. I want to buy that game
Yeah.
on payday. It's like $30 on Steam. I might wait till it goes on sale for like $6.
Why buy it when you can just go to Russia and do it for like $20 or like over US dollars?
Maybe it's like my overconfidence coming through. Maybe it's because I've had a drink and a couple beers, but like I feel like I would be a successful dictator of like a reasonably sized Soviet republic. Like I'm not talking about like,
It's
like
not
fucking
hard to do. You just have to
Kazakhstan,
not
but,
be
like,
an asshole.
I could do a better fucking job than West Virginia for damn sure.
Listen, West Virginia is just It's an
I know they got
experience.
like the coal and the plague and the inbreeding and Mothman and all that shit, but like I can still do a better fucking job than West Virginia. I grew up across the river from that shithole. Fuck it. Snake eating pieces of shit. Derek, you've been awfully quiet this entire stream, man. You tell me a story or something. Do you have the R32 yet?
I
So-
did.
What? Why have you?
I
not
was just
told
listening to you
me a
guys.
story about that, man. Talk
God,
about it.
hold on. I have to take a dump, or whatever the Twitch friendly term is.
It's take a dump. Just go take a dump.
I'm-
It's fine. There's two
I'll be
fucking
back.
viewers, man. One of them's me. It's all right. One of them's
Yes.
probably my mom.
So-
I don't even think she knows how Twitch works.
I'm watching the stream right now, so it's probably me.
It's me and you. Me
But-
and you are watching the stream. That's it.
Well-
Go ahead. Go take a dump.
I'll be back. Just give me like 10 minutes or an hour. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's-
we'll bullshit until you get back from dumping. Don't take your phone with you, obviously, because then you'll.
No,
Yeah.
it'll stay right here. Just give me an empty chair. Hold on. Let me fucking.
Just go take a dump. It'll be fine.
Here's some cat treats. There you go. That's,
Wild
That's-
cat.
there's some
Cat
eyes.
treats. How does that make you feel today, cat treats?
So
I see.
eloquently
I
spoken,
see.
cat treats. I don't think anyone could quite surmise the full justification of what you're getting at.
Yeah, it's that cat just looking at me.
Big sexy eyes.
Jesus. So,
Yeah, what are we gonna bullshit about before we talk about the R32? Well, the new
I mean,
2K is out. I'm excited about that because for the first time, 2K has implemented this feature called Eras.
hmm,
Now, if I want to, I can go back and I can play in the 1980s NBA with no foul limit, and fouls are just a fine, and hard fouling and hand checking, and no layups. I can go back and I can play in Jordan's era. It's great.
and actually succeed really.
Oh, I'm losing you. Tell me I'm not losing you. Oh no. Oh, you're back. Hey.
I am here.
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
gonna be interesting. I've got 2 video games to buy coming up, near payday. I got the new 2K and fucking Soviet Republic.
Hmm. Yeah, I am pretty good for now on games because I just bought that. I bought that Cult of the Lamb game. That's pretty fun. Get to run your own cult.
I've seen a bit of that. It's a bit like a city builder or like a Tropico kind of style game.
Yeah, it's also a roguelike in there too, so it's fun. I mean, I'm probably gonna beat it by the time I get back or when I get back to
I
Okinawa.
fucking love games like that. I love Tropico, but I wish that what I could do in Tropico was more like things that I can do in Cartel Tycoon.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's a fucking communist republic island state in this Caribbean. I was like, why can I not grow and export drugs? That is literally how this would work. Like, it's
Yeah.
like you can manufacture cigars. I'm like, yeah, cool, man. I'm not Cuba. I don't fuck the beard. I'm like, I'm not trying to be Fidel. We do wear the same outfit.
Oh,
every
yeah.
time.
and that's the
usually
thing.
make it
Cigars aren't
like-
gonna make you as much money.
Yeah, exactly. I usually make it from like the colonial era up until like 1994, and then like my population revolts. And that's all I can ever do in Tropico. I've finished out to the modern era and completed a space program exactly 1 time. Tropico's hard, but
Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's when because you can only keep the population controlled for so long before everyone just revolts against you.
well, I've watched a lot of hack channels. There's this guy, the Spiffing Brit. He's kind of funny. He's absolutely broken Tropico in like 11 different ways, like in like 20 different videos, and I've watched them all. And I'm like, oh, so that's basically just an unlimited money glitch in Tropico. Like, cool. Just so like I know how to succeed now, but I just don't have the free time anymore or patience to like play out a whole Tropico session. But Soviet Republic looks cool. I'm
Hell yeah,
pretty
hell
good
yeah.
at that. 2K, I mean, it's always going to be 2K. Ball don't lie. I got game. I'm going to get in there and I'm going to just straight fuck up some 12-year-old little Korean kid who thinks he's gonna be the next Jeremy Lin. He's playing, in the park or whatever, and I'm just stuffing fucking shots like I'm Dennis goddamn Rodman. I am Dikembe Mutombo, just all over his ass, blocking every shot, crushing his fucking dreams.
Oh my god. Jesus.
No, I love playing in really weird servers on 2K at various hours of the night because you get matched up with people from around the world, not just hackers from like Austin, Texas, who are like playing 99 overall, like 5'3" guys with arms twice as long as their body.
Oh yeah.
Hacked
Oh yeah.
over and over.
That shit that was really
I
weird.
can't do
You
that.
look like
shit.
orangutan.
Yeah, the fucking hacked lobbies. I just can't do that shit. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably play that and get motherfucking balls deep into my career like always. I don't know what team
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna play for this year in my career. You know what I'm thinking?
The Celtics.
No, fuck the Celtics. I'll never be a Celtic. I am a diehard. I will forever, for the rest of my life, in my heart, be a Lakers fan. Ride or die. I remember the suffering years. I remember the 2013 Lakers team. I remember watching a starting five that included Chris Mim. Look up Chris Mim. He's not in the NBA anymore. He wasn't in very long. That team blew dick. All right, that team sucked. And I watched every fucking game. I watched every fucking game of Kobe's last season, like even before we knew it was going to be his last season. Like I watched every game. I watched his final game, drinking Michelob Ultra in my at the time girlfriend Dana's basement, and we both got really drunk on like these and like Seagram's wine coolers, and we were just watching Kobe go the fuck off and score 60 points in his final game ever.
C7 Corvette.
Nice, dude. I like, there's only one C8 that I like. I saw one, and again, this is just me and maybe my history or my aesthetics, but it was an all red interior C8 Corvette with this just regular silver rims. It wasn't a Z06 or anything special. It was just the C8 base, and it looked so good, and I liked it.
It's just rare to see them here because
yeah.
of how
You know what the
Loud they
rarest
are,
thing
you know,
I ever
American.
fucking saw there was? It was me and Tanner. It was our last deployment. We were walking back to the ship at like, I don't know, 11:30 midnight. Both chew highs in hand, fully drunk. This was after the Rave Tuk Tuk incident. I think we were like at the 7-Eleven right before you walk toward the shipyard. And leaving a red light and making a turn, and I only saw it for like half a second, but fuck, 1990 Chevrolet Suburban. I was like, what in the fuck? Who here owns that? Like,
yeah.
I've seen like giant American like lowriders, and I understand lowrider and Chicano culture is huge in Japan, which is awesome because low and slow, that is the tempo. But anyway, fucking 1992, like fully stock, mint condition, Chevy Suburban. And I'm like, that's wild. That appreciation for a lethargic American concession stand on wheels in Japan. I love that. That's great.
I still think the rarest thing I've seen is mainly because of just how expensive gas is here is still the Hummer H2.
Oh yeah, the 6-liter V8. That's fucking insane. What is gas?
Yeah. Well, it's a bit confusing because one, it's not liters per gallon. It's other stuff, metrics, and also the yen.
I
But
can do math. Hold on. Let me get my calculator out. You tell me how many yen a liter costs.
I'm not near a gas station now, so I'll have to Google it honestly.
Ballpark it, man. Fuck it. You buy gas.
Yeah, but I just hand him money and I'm like, hey, give me as much gas as this would take.
All right, cool.
Let's see. All right.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Your profile picture for the Twitch stream
You took that picture, yeah.
from my old house. Yeah,
At the time, what would become my SKS and then your SKS again, but what at the time was still just your SKS and a cigar that I think I paid $4 for the next.
yeah, and that's like that's the safe. This is the downstairs. I remember that.
That
But I
was
had
like-
a bunch. There's the mixer.
That day,
I missed the mixer.
that day, was like the second time my wife and I had ever hung out. You went on a grilling spree that night. You got hammered, and I think you grilled like $75 worth of meat that night.
It's a very real possibility. I've been doing it a lot
You grilled
recently.
like
I've been
10
doing
hamburgers, like 40 sausages. You grilled like 4 steaks. Like you just went mad grilling with that new Traeger because you loved it. You were like, I fucking love grilling.
I bought one. I bought one here, and it's fucking awesome. I bought a bigger one here.
Fuck yes, dude. We're gonna. Oh no, Derek's went away. We're gonna have a giant, possibly homemade pellet grill at the warehouse project. Like I can build some shit, man. I can't wait to. Oh man, we're gonna have so much fun all living together, like a big fucked up industrial frat house full of dudes that do stuff with guns and cars.
So
Making shit.
I've been informed because I went to my cousin's wedding, and some people told me that I should be married in the next 5 years.
Yeah, you're not gonna be though.
Well, come on, fucking show your boy some love. You know, I want.
You know why I'm not going to be married in the next 5 years? Because I am committed to these life goals I've set forth. I want to make the warehouse project a thing. I want to sell, like, financially viable, affordable, like, kick-ass cool firearms to people. And I also want to sell, like, financially, you know, viable, affordable, like, knockoff Ferrari kit cars to people for track days. Where are you going?
I'm just closing that door.
Back.
I'm gonna make another drink. I don't know if it's the right idea, but it is an idea, and I need some more water.
Before that,
Oh yeah.
because we've already waited on you once, we're gonna let Kevin tell how driving the R32
Oh, I mean, no, it's
was.
fine. That's fine. You can go, Tanner. I can.
I'm gonna
Fuck
bring my
off for-
phone with me. This is the beauty of.
We can.
This is the
Okay,
beauty
so-
of.
He tell the story. We can watch you make a drink while he tells the story. What a treat
Okay.
for our audience of just me and you.
So right now, gas in Japan and Tokyo is about $4.35 a gallon.
435 yen.
No, I translated already to U.S. dollars.
That's cheaper than it is in America, my guy. I paid $4.77 yesterday
Oh,
for
geez.
87
Oof.
octane, and I filled the car, and it cost me almost $75.
It's
Oh,
Great
yeah.
Torney in Virginia, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, I can't wait to get back to North Carolina, where not only is the gas cheap, but also I could buy Surge at Circle K.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Surge for Surge, baby. Anyway, the R32.
So it started off in a really weird sort of thing because I had to go to. There we go. Goddamn. There we go. I had to go all the way out to Noda, which really small area, not a whole lot there, and then had to walk about 15, 20 minutes. But then after that, went and picked the car up, which if anyone watching ever gets a chance to go to Japan and wants to drive a car, Omoshiro in Noda is fantastic because it's like $200 for 6 hours, and they
Generous.
it's really good because they have so many nice cars like
Also, like,
R34s,
They're with
33s,
you,
V specs.
babysitting
Yeah.
you, watching the way you drive, and, like, making sure you didn't wreck
Yeah.
the car or anything.
Yeah, I mean the most they had was a camera on board in case there was a wreck.
Dash cam.
And that was literally it. Yeah, but like they had 4 different RX-7s there. So they had a ton of different cars. But basically, I signed some paperwork. We looked over the car, basically like the same thing you do for like an Airbnb. Like, hey, make sure there's no damage. And then literally, they just made sure I could start the car up and drive off because it was manual. And then I got the car for 6 hours.
Fuck yeah, man.
And,
How was it?
It's a bit underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie, just because it's such a big car. Like,
Well,
I didn't, you don't,
I mean, big
I didn't
for
realize how
Japan,
big.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I would say mainly big for Japan. In that it definitely got me scared a little bit just because of how big it is, and then the rear tires are wider than the fronts.
Yeah, which is weird on an all-wheel drive car. It's not a square setup. It's got
Yeah.
front stagger.
Yeah. So, I mean, it drove decently fine. I'll say that. It was fun. Like, you could definitely tell when the turbos kicked in. But besides that, like, there wasn't a lot of noise to it. It was very quiet, even with the windows down.
Turbos kick in. About what RPM?
I'd say about 4,000.
That's so weird to me as an American who drives, an LT1 Camaro every day, because by 4,000, like I'm on song. Like I've had torque the entire time.
Yeah.
Now horsepower's taking over all the way up to 6.
Yeah.
It's gonna scream and wind out. But yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Turbo
So I
is
mean, it was
different.
it was fun. I'll say that. Like, it shifted very well. I could go and do what I wanted to it. Mainly, I would just say it was really long, but that's because it's a 4-seater.
Yeah.
And then
4 seats.
yeah, so it just felt long. So like the turning radius sucked.
Well, that and clumsy late 80s all-wheel drive, so
Yeah.
it's not
So,
whip sharp.
but like it was very quiet, and that was kind of disappointing, honestly, because they had upgraded the exhaust. They had put in an R34 GTR engine into it, and it was still like the turbo spooling up was the loudest thing of the car. And then it was fun, I'll say that, but like I think it might have been just because of how nervous I was about crashing the car because the road's so tiny. And there was parts of the road time where I'd have to, like, returning the car the whole way back. The GPS wanted me to go on a one-way road, or what should have been a one-way road, but it was hey, a car is coming from you the opposite way. You both just got to pull off to the side and interlong.
Hope for the best.
And it's like, this car is literally like 70 grand. I can't afford this car if I crash it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was fun, but it didn't bring a smile to, like, from ear to ear.
Don't meet your heroes kind of thing.
Yeah, like,
You get
I would
it,
say,
you understand the hype, but
yeah,
the buy-in.
no, definitely not worth the price that they're at. Like, unless I went and I just bought a R32, like a GTS or whatever, for like 10, 15 grand and then made it what I wanted,
Oh,
I'd probably be happy.
get one of those.
But like, I'd rather just get the RX-7. It was ear-to-ear smiles the whole time, and there was actually like good noise behind it.
So we've chosen then between the female UFC fighter and the ballerina, and we've chosen
Oh,
the
yeah.
ballerina.
Yes,
All right.
because
I will
because
get you a
yeah,
build
the
list
R32
together.
was definitely, yep, R32 definitely like gave you a lot more vibrations and like let you feel the road more than 34, but it wasn't as much as the RX-7, and I like that more. And also, I don't know, I felt
Feedback.
like I was tiny. I felt tiny because even yesterday I went to the Nissan headquarters in Yokohama and I sat in a new GTR, 2022 GTR, or 2021, I guess, I don't know. But I sat in one and I was like, I feel like I'm a baby. Like I'm literally a toddler in this thing and sitting in like dad's truck. Like I do not feel big enough to drive one of these cars. And that's kind of how I felt in the R32 a little bit. Not so much the 34, but the R32 and the new GTR definitely.
You know, now that I'm thinking, why didn't we ever go? I'm pointing at you with a bullet. Why didn't we ever go to the Yokohama fucking headquarters?
Why didn't you and I do that? Honestly,
Yeah.
we did plenty of other dope shit while we were in Yokohama. Like that day we were
Oh,
walking
yeah.
around drunk in the rain and we stumbled upon a legendary Wangen, the fastest car in domestic Japan, Porsche, that I took pictures
Yes.
of and nerded the fuck out over it immediately. Sent
I
to Dirk.
still have those
Do you
pictures.
know what this is? Do you know what this is? I lost my shit about that Porsche when we saw it.
Tanner, you gotta send us
Yeah.
some pictures to the chat. That way I can, because I know Kyle doesn't have them anymore because probably his phone broke.
No, I've got them. They're on my computer. I will send them to the chat.
Mm.
I won't do it right now, but I will because there's
Yeah.
naked pictures of various women I've dated over the years in my pictures.
Here.
So
I'll let me see if I can send them into the chat.
yeah,
But yeah, so I went and I did that yesterday, and then I went and they showed off the new 400Z, and I gotta say, I'm honestly not as hating on it now, seeing it in person, because the dimensions are right. The taillights I still don't really love, but I can see why they use them. The fronts, I definitely want to carve out the headlights and do them recessed like an old Datsun. but the interior was phenomenal. Like,
So
you felt like you had such control over everything. It was very perfect fit for someone of mine and your height.
I have one stipulation for you, okay?
Hmm.
We can do a whatever kind of build you want for a 400Z. However, I want complete reign over its engine.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, I
build
don't.
whatever engine I want for this 400Z.
Oh, I mean, that's the thing. These kind of cars, I wouldn't buy brand new because of what I'd do to it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna buy a brand new car.
the size,
For-
proportions, and weight of it, what I'm thinking, because it at its heart, it's not really a lightweight sports car anymore. It's more of a GT.
It's-
What I'm thinking
Yeah,
is V10.
that could be possible.
Not
All right,
necessarily
picture here,
Flavor
Michelle.
V10, but definitely V10. Yup, that's the car.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not a Blackbird. That's just an RWB.
though, yeah.
Yeah.
It did look remarkably like Blackbird in my
Oh yeah, no, it's
but still, there's only what, like 28 RWBs?
no. There's a lot of them.
Oh.
There's like a couple thousand now.
Well, now, but at that time, we walked up on what was one of like 100 cars, and I think, I don't know,
Yeah.
it was pretty.
Because you were blowing up over this thing. I'm like, why? It just looks like a fat Porsche. You're like, it's got an F1 engine in it. I'm like, oh, okay. Now I understand the hype. So there's a lot of times I was like really drunk, and you were like, "Hey, stop being so drunk and look at this thing." And I was like, "Yeah, let me just do that right now."
Yeah.
Yeah, there are over 1,300 Porsche RWBs now.
That's cool. Also, there's that same day we walked by that shoe store, and I saw like a faded vinyl fathead of Dennis Rodman grabbing a rebound on the window, and I made you take a picture of me with the Dennis Rodman vinyl graphic, which is another.
Oh my god! I said I have that.
Yeah, it's me in my
Holy
Dale
shit.
Earnhardt hoodie, fucking pointing at Dennis Rodman as a vinyl graphic on a window.
Holy
outside
shit!
of,
Let me
like,
see if I
a
can find
Skechers
that.
shoe store.
If I took a picture, but I still have it. Hold on. That was the first mission we had together.
Yeah. I'm wearing these same shorts, which actually I just realized fucking
Was that before or after we met up with Flance and got drunk in that thing?
that was that morning, and then we met up like late afternoon that day, and then by midnight we were in the rave tuk and we had all gone to soap lands and got our dicks touched and whatnot.
That never happened. I don't know who you are.
Oh yeah,
I believe the fact.
you're still in the Navy. You weren't there, but I definitely went to a whorehouse that had a panty tree outside, and definitely balls deep all up in some little Japanese girl. Yeah, that's just pretty much what I did in foreign countries. I just found cute locals, fucked them, and then I was like, I want a hamburger and a beer, and then I found.
You remember that fucking Trump burger we had?
I remember the Trump burger. It had like a pound of bacon and fucking peanut butter, and like an over easy egg. And I have pictures of that shit too. Let me find them and send them to the chat. I've got pictures of the Trump burger. I know.
I have a picture of you taking a picture of that burger.
Everyone has gone off screen but me.
What's it like to be the last of the dead?
Yeah, 'cause there's the zoo. There's like that zoo band for some reason. There's us at Shibuya Station. I have a
Wait,
picture of your
zoo band?
arm.
What?
Oh yeah, I went to the zoo, and the zoo had its own like orchestra, and they had their own albums.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have pictures of us in that building that like was just a regular building, not like the building with the scenic view. We like walked in that like Japanese
Yeah, we walked
business
into
meeting.
a conference room like during a business meeting. We're just like, oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Whoops.
Yeah.
That's when you just gotta sit down and be like, all right, give me some numbers.
There's pictures of the meme machine. Here's one of Dirk's Viper. It was me on my birthday when I dressed up like Magnum PI. and got hammered with you guys because there was nothing I wanted to do on my birthday that year except be drunk with my bros and watch old
Hey,
TV.
there's the Mega Donkey. There's the Shibuya Station.
Oh, dude,
There's
Mega
us getting
Donkey.
drunk.
Fucking
The
Don
Mega
Quixote, bro. I love that retarded penguin.
The Mega Donkey.
This is.
Yeah, I don't think I
Tango
have that
Round
picture
Up.
anymore.
This is me drunk in a storm.
Remember remember that fire extinguisher that said Hitler Systems?
Yup. This is
I have a
you
picture.
on St. Patrick's Day. This is Mike Lee later that night on St. Patrick's Day. This is me, like, drunk in my ex-wife's kimono. This is you and Will the day you got your 50 cal. I have so many pictures. I wonder if you remember this one from our first mission. It's fucking me and you and Lee and Seymour smoking cigarettes because we were so cool. And that's it. I don't have pictures of the Trump burger. I thought I did.
The Trump burger?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have the Trump burger. Don't even worry.
Fucking put that shit in the group chat, fam. So
Yeah, hold on.
I'll show it to stream. I'll just hold my phone up. It's fucking-
Share Messenger. There we go.
Tanner sent 3 photos. Yeah. That was the rave tuk tuk. I was making you smoke in my Sex Pistols Japanese t-shirt with my mustache, because I still had a mustache then. It was fucking the Mega Don Quixote. Fucking Mega Donkey. I love that shit. And there is, in fact, the Trump burger, and that is me in my Sex Pistols t-shirt earlier that day taking a picture of the Trump burger. Yeah,
Jesus.
fried egg, bacon, french fries, cheese, tomato, peanut butter. It had so much shit on it. It was fucking disgusting. But Trump burger. Oh, I never showed the fucking Porsche either. So it was not the Yoshida special, but still pretty fucking sweet RWB 930.
Yeah.
And it did have a seriously worked over engine. I remember looking through the slats in the whale tail and I was like, oh, that's a big fucking intercooler. But yeah,
Hell yeah,
so
hell yeah.
I'm glad we've chosen finally between RX-7 and R32. Like, again, female UFC fighter, hot ballerina, and we've chosen ballerina. I will get you a build list together. I will start looking at parts. I will price out what we want to do to that car. And again, we are still taking my stock engine from the Camaro, and I'm going to do a rebuild of it, just a stockish, nice blueprinted rebuild. And then that's going to be in your RX-7 when you and it get back here.
Yep.
As
And then
for
the
Camaro,
RX-7 engine.
Yep. That's going to be
The RX-7 engine,
a 4-rotor
the 70. Yep.
for the
77B.
77B project, yeah.
So you'll have to.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to make a 4-rotor eccentric shaft because it's not a crankshaft in a rotary, it's an eccentric shaft. It shouldn't be that hard with some CAD software, a little bit of copy paste, and then
Yeah.
here's a CNC machine that McNeil spent $25,000 on. Hit the green button, it makes a crankshaft out of a block of aluminum.
So yeah, mainly right now we'll have to get. I mean, because I have my friend looking for him now. I already gave him a price, and then we just have to go and find the. I can't think of the name right now. Yeah.
Aren't you looking for one of the sports?
What?
You were either looking for like a sport or like an RZ or something.
Oh no! RZ is really rare. I'm just looking for a later year one because they had more horsepower.
Ah, yeah.
But yeah,
What color?
a ECU.
Ah,
That's what it was. We have to make sure we find a good ECU because Because I've already found the one I sent that to you that can handle 4 rotors, so that probably be the best.
Well, when we the 4 rotor for the 787B, I was going to try to stay true to Mazda's racing program. It was going to be either ITBs or 4 carburetors. So we wouldn't need an ECU. We just run it, V8 distributor and distributor cap. Find a way to gear that off of, the eccentric shaft, and then just that's all 8 of our spark plugs. Because rotaries do have 2 spark plugs per.
Yeah.
They have leading and trailing per rotor. So.
Yeah.
Um,
I just don't know what will be more reliable for a long run.
Also, Tanner, things that we
Yeah.
work on years ahead of time. So at some point, with all of our replica race cars built, we were planning on doing a cross-country cannonball event in all of our former 24 hours of Le Mans style cars. I'm going to give you a list of cars right now, and I want you to tell me which one you want to drive, keeping in mind these are race cars. They're not comfortable. They're going to be hot. They're going to have heavy brakes and heavy steering and heavy clutches. And, So,
the only requirement I need is a window that opens and music that I can play.
that much I can do.
That's the only requirement. I'll
figured-
bring fucking cold water.
I figured, well, we can put you in a cool vest if you want.
I don't even need that. I just need cold water.
Okay, well, we keep in mind, this isn't a cross-country race. We're going to be going at like highway speed. We're making plenty of stops to buy snacks and cold drinks and stuff, because it's going to be an uncomfortable video Top Gear style road trip event that we make out of this replica race cars. I know me personally, I'm going to be driving my 1984 March 83G, the Randy Lanier drug-fueled prototype class winner from IMSA.
I'll drive the fucking meme machine. I don't even care.
Derek's, I think, didn't you call dibs on the 787B, or should we all just rotate into that one because it's going to be ear-piercingly brutal?
It don't really matter to me.
If you pick up the meme machine and it still exists, I'll drive that.
The meme machine will definitely still exist. However, the meme machine will not be part of the 24 hours of cross-country cannonball that we do.
That can be part of a different one.
That can be part of a different event we do, and you can happily drive it once I sort it out properly.
Yeah, and put AC in it that works. Yeah. Windows that go up and down.
Yeah.
All right. When I get back, I will call you and we will go down. I'll pick it up from base, and I will take it back to your house in all its glory.
You know what would make my neighbors and also Windermere Property Management really fucking upset is if we just parked it in the yard, not even in the driveway or in the garage, just in the yard.
I'll do that.
Between the tree and the bush. Fuck yeah, dude. Anyway, the list of cars I'm going to present to you. So, I'm going to be driving my March. We'll probably all end up rotating through the 787B just to experience the pants-shitting terror that is a 4-rotor and also the ear-piercing, even with ear protection. The Porsche 962, I know we were going to build one of those.
Yeah, the shoe bomb.
Yep. The GT40 Mark III, I believe.
I don't remember which mark we had decided.
Yeah.
Then there was also the 917.
There was the 917. Yeah, so there's 2 Porsches, a Ford, a Ferrari, my March, which I don't wish driving my March on anyone. So it's basically just going to be the race car from 1984.
Eventually the F40 Limon.
Yeah, but that'll come later, and that'll be a different thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna make that not just as a one-off, but also as a purchasable track car, and it's gonna have a twin turbo V8. I'm not necessarily leaning towards full V12 Mercedes power plant like the Zondas.
No, that would be
other kids.
That would be more for the Chupon.
Yeah, the Chupon, and I'm thinking just turbo flat 6. Just stay Porsche loyal with all of our Porsche kits. But our Ferraris, we're definitely going to be doing the AMG V12s. The Testarossa for sure is going to have a V12. Now the 288 and 308 and Daytona. Obviously, the Daytona I've talked about just keeping the small block Chevy with the crossfire fuel injection and 180.
Yeah, just keep it cheap.
Right? Yeah, keep it cheap. But yeah, for the 288 and the 308, I have found someone who makes a all aluminum small block Chevy that I can then finish out in aluminum and twin turbo for cheap. So I think.
So, speaking of Porsche stuff,
Yeah.
I recently organized my toolbox and did some digging. I have no shit a pile that is 2 feet high of 1980s Porsche manuals. I have enough manuals
They're
to
gonna come
build any 1980s Porsche from scratch.
We're going to.
Like, I shit you not, the pile of manuals is like 2 feet high. And they're all like thin manuals of like different things.
My
Yeah.
guy, I've got plans in the works. I have blueprints for different Ferraris. We're gonna be
I have
cranking out
from
two
Porsche
frame kit
blueprints.
cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, why stop at Ferraris? The designs we're going to be pirating are basically going to be old enough to be public domain, and we're going to change them enough to be copyright legal, like fucking GTA Online does. Like, we're going to be cranking out 2-frame race cars for cheap. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine buying an AMG V12 powered Testarossa for like 32 grand? Can you imagine that? If I told you right now, I was like, look, you can either buy a brand new fully loaded Hyundai Veloster, or I can get you a 600 horsepower, 200 mile an hour Ferrari Testarossa with an AMG reliable V12 for the same price. What would you pick? You
I
know?
mean, fair enough.
I mean,
Hold on,
that's
let me
what are you doing?
hold on, I'm gonna be right back. Hold on.
Okay. You're gone. I've lost Kevin.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
I don't know why. I'm tabbing out, and then my phone just decides it's gonna cancel out the fucking whatever.
yeah, I think
So-
that's when you tab out, it camera's off. But,
So yeah, I mean, besides that though, going back to what happened yesterday. Besides going to the Nissan headquarters, and getting to sit inside both the new GTR and the new 400Z, and then I also got to go to the Nismo factory, which
Mori
was
Factory, yes.
yeah, they were actually open this time, so
Nice.
which is really cool because I mean, obviously you get to see the car. They have the workshop on one side and then just behind the glass wall, so you get to see him. And one of the guys had apparently he was reinstalling the engine after it had just gotten resprayed in Bayside Blue.
Oh,
So it was quite a yeah. And then I got to see a Nismo R32 and then R33, and then I was just looking over the parts in general, and they have everything that you could ever want for their catalogs, which is great. And then they also had that fucking the R390. They had that hanging on the wall.
it was. You think it was like a full car hanging on the wall? You think it was just like no engine, no training?
Oh no,
Just
it was everything. I looked inside.
Oh,
You could see the whole engine and everything.
fully mounted to the wall, anchors through the concrete
Yeah.
and everything. That's legit. Because I've seen a lot of in the North Carolina area when I lived there in bars and stuff. I've seen a lot of stock cars hanging from the roofs of bars upside down. But usually it was just an empty chassis, no training, no axles, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Well, I mean,
fucking dope.
you can kind of, if you zoom in on the photo I put in our group chat, you can see the seatbelt kind of hanging up. I didn't take a picture of the engine bay, which I should have, but I'm sure I can find a picture somewhere. But yeah, you can literally see the seatbelt just hanging off, just because it's hanging on the wall. So
Nice. Well, all right. I gotta figure out what car to put Lee in for our cross country road trip now. But yeah, I'm thinking probably throw Tanner in the Chupon since it'll be the most comfortable. It'll probably have
yeah,
AC and windows that sort of work and a radio because
yeah,
they did build them as a road car,
yeah.
homologation rule.
And also, I mean, race car replicas does make the body for them, so we can literally get a roller from them.
Oh shit! All we need is a body. I'll build a
Because-
chassis. Fuck that. I'm gonna make my own damn tube frames. I trust me as a welder.
Because-
I don't trust whoever at RCR is a welder. No.
I mean, I don't mind them. Like,
Yeah.
I know they've made some decent stuff. So,
I'm thinking probably GT40 with girth.
yeah, something American.
Because he's a tall lad for Mike Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
That'll be something big.
That'll have windows and cloth seats and good cross flow ventilation, and it won't be too loud. It won't be insanely loud.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, that's just a V8.
Yeah.
That's nothing
But anyway,
outlandish. Like,
at least for a moment, you two talk amongst yourselves. Daddy has to urinate, so.
Jesus. So, Tanner.
Cat,
Oh, hi, Misha.
yes.
So, yeah, I'll let you look through that list and figure out whatever's easier, and I'll give you money. But I'd rather get something a little bit more expensive, because if we're going to get the pistol, then I'd like something kind of expensive to go with it.
Yeah, I got you.
Something that might take a little bit of time to get, but it'll definitely be like something that you're interested in as well.
Yeah, I like guns, so like if it's a gun, I'm interested in it. That's like the biggest thing.
Oh yeah, but I mean, you already have a bunch of AKs, so like, I don't want to get an AK. I want to get you something that you can enjoy as well.
Because if you want an AK, get an AK.
Oh no, but I mean, that's the thing. I want to like, I do want an AK eventually, but like, it's not something that's won't be impossible to find in the years. Like, I'm sure I can hand you the money. I mean, but there's plenty of AKs around. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you.
So,
What you guys talking about?
You?
oh,
Aw,
you know,
sweet.
How you ugly? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm eating a
Damn.
M&M to get horny.
Is that what that is?
No, the peanut butter M&Ms, yeah. I've been
No.
eating them not so on the sly this entire time, shamelessly, because I have a bag.
But-
Fuck it.
So it's about 2 a.m. It's actually 1:52 a.m. for me right now.
11 p.m. here.
Uh,
What time is it there, Dirks?
about 2:52 a.m. or p.m. Shit.
So I'm finna go to bed.
Hey,
I'm
Yeah.
tired as shit.
You enjoy your sleep, hydrate before
You
bed.
have a good one, Tanner.
Yeah.
So I will see you guys in the future. The only thing I
hope
wouldn't
so.
do,
We'll definitely do
and
it
just remember,
probably next week at the same time.
crack is whack,
Sure.
and that's my advice. Crack is whack. I don't have any more advice. That's it.
Hell yeah, one rule.
Don't do anything I
like
wouldn't
it.
do, and crack is whack. That's about it.
2 rules.
What's this butt crack? That's pretty cool. But it's a ladies. It's a dudes. It's not as cool.
That's different.
Yeah.
But cocaine is different than crack.
Yeah.
So do with that what you will. But yeah. So I'll catch you boys on the flip side.
All right.
Good night.
See you later.
Don't have
Tanner.
too much fun.
No.
I'll probably
no problem.
try to watch the stream till I fall asleep in my chair. But it is what it is.
Oh yeah, that's
we're
fair.
gonna
That's
go,
fair.
Like maybe 20 more minutes because we're over 2 hours. So
Yeah.
And
It's been a
I gotta
fat
get
minute.
going too soon,
You got shit
anyways.
to do. It's middle of the day there. It's fucking.
Yeah, I gotta check out this place.
All you
Yeah.
do is play Forza and jerk off.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, that's something to do, you know?
And
That's
But
all I got, man.
all right,
there you go.
I'll see you guys.
Night, fam.
See you later, Tanner.
Bye.
So, yeah, so we got that plan going. That's good. We'll have to talk to Spike and Miller at some point, which I'm glad that Miller got what's her face, out of the life, but
Yeah, he's still staying active with his daughter, and I'm doing everything I can to still convince him to pursue either welding or CAD and to be part of
Yeah.
this project.
yeah, anything to get out of the military.
Yes, and also the trades. My God, the trade programs.
Yeah.
You can always
Yes.
have a job for the rest of your life if you learn a trade.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the
Especially
thing. There's so
welding
many
or
jobs. So definitely something that I would hope they pursue because they'll be happier not being in the military, not being.
So much happier.
Yeah, because even though that command's shit and you might go to a better command, it's still the Navy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, I thought my command was pretty cool, and then they pulled out 12s and they pulled out the, oh, that's not our problem part. And I'm like, oh, that's
Yep.
great.
They fell back into what the military is. The
Yeah.
big piece of shit.
So, yep.
I'm
That's,
sorry for that.
that's
For you.
military.
You really do deserve better. I wish your time in Japan could have gone more according to what you were hoping for.
oh, yeah. But, I mean, it is what it is. Like, this, hopefully, either this year or beginning of next year, I'll get that white Mars into RX-7, making around 280 horsepower stock, and then I'll make it reliable so that I can start investing money again, and then just basically play it out until I get out.
Radiator, a good dual fan setup, silicone
Yeah.
coolant hoses, and then some heat insulation on the firewall. About it.
Yeah. I mean, like, unfortunately, I do have that. I do have two shops. I have the tuning Gaijin shop, and then the one my buddy's recommending that he has his RX-7 Take 2. That apparently tune is really good.
Yeah.
Doesn't speak a lot of English apparently, but
Well, you
we can.
type in Google Translate what you want and
Yeah.
you'll figure it out.
Exactly. So that's I'm hoping that if my buddy sources one, he'll have a place down there in Soto that he can go, and if I give him money, he can have it wrapped.
Yeah.
So But
Yeah, buddy.
that's
Sounds
basically
like a
it.
plan. I'll start really pounding the pavement, at least online, doing the hard work to figure out what it takes to do what we want to do to an FDRX7. And I'll get that figured out. I'll build list it with prices.
which might be a little bit of watching some Rob Dam, because I know he did the 4-rotor build. So I'm sure he might talk a little bit about how we
I've
did it.
seen all that. I know how to turn a 2-rotor
Okay.
to a 4-rotor. I was talking about swapping my Camaro engine into it, making it
Yeah.
keeping
Which
it
at the
lightweight. Yeah.
I mean, at the most, it might honestly just be swapping the transmission and the engine, just both.
Yeah, the T56 is a great transmission. At that point,
Yeah.
it would have the same gear ratios as you had in the Viper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The main thing I'm mainly going to change out here is just making it reliable, and then basically just go and put in the Recaro SR3 confetti seats.
Yeah, seats, all aluminum 3-core radiator with a high pressure cap,
Yeah.
silicone coolant hoses, and a good high volume dual fan setup. It'll keep cool on the hottest, most humid day. You won't even notice.
Yeah.
You can get your hands on it. Look at running. It's pink. It's distinctly different than other coolants. It's pink and it's phosphate free. And what it's usually for is like heavy diesel doozy trucks, because it has to be phosphate free because of how much they vibrate in those diesel engines. You don't want it to cavitate. But being phosphate free, it has a lot higher boiling point, and also it won't corrode your cooling system ever, because there's nothing to decay inside of it. It's all, So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look into that, and hell, if I need to eventually, I mean, I can send you like 2 or 3 gallons of that. Fuck it, I'll pay the shipping.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but yeah, just good
So-
coolant, a solid cooling system, and you should be fine.
Yeah. And that's basically what I'm trying to do with it. Like, just make it
And
reliable. Yeah.
get into a daily
'Cause-
habit with it and become familiar with it. And by that point, you
Yeah.
come back here, you'll be ready. You'll know what you want to do to it to take it that next step.
Yeah. To turn it into the 787B. And then
We'll be ready.
at that point, we'll go and we'll have another car that,
laboratory.
So, but that's the goals for right now. I mean, the rest of this trip is basically like today I'm going to this Autobox place to look at car stuff, then going and chilling. Tomorrow's Akihabara. So, because I like the R32, I decided how it looks. I'm probably going to pick up a model there, like a diecast. And then
If you
one
find
of those.
one that you like there for cheap, let me know, and I'll find you a good one online somewhere for cheap.
So,
You know what color?
and then-
I'll find one.
yeah, I'm still undecided on the color because I do like the V-Spec white with the white rims that they put. But I also like the obviously the gunmetal gray is a classic, so I have to just look and decide. But then after Akihabara, it's the next day is Odaiba for a little bit, just to kind of see the Gundam, Unicorn Gundam and stuff, and then that's basically for that day. And then the last full day is just going to a auction, a car auction, Japanese car auction, to go and basically just experience it, because the main difference between auctions here and in America is you actually have to be a member of basically like a giant overall Japanese auction group.
Yeah, you gotta be like
that you pay money
to go into. Yeah.
Yeah. But once you're a member, you can have a +1, which is how I'm going through an Airbnb experience. And then literally, they just have all the cars on a giant lot, and you can just all the cars unlocked. You can sit inside them, you can inspect them. It's fantastic. So it's not like Fair Jackson or anything like that, where you basically like get to see them like fucking 50 feet away, and you're kind of buying them sight unseen, sort of. It's like for the finer details. Like these you can get all up under them and shit. So, and then that day I'm honestly just chilling. I think I have one thing planned, but it was nothing major. So, and then the next day I fly back to Okinawa. That way I can basically just get ready to go back to fucking work. And then probably get on a diet, because I'm going to be trying a hardcore diet and not drink alcohol, because I've drinking alcohol every day this week and most of last week. And I'm going to try an egg white diet where you literally just eat egg whites.
I saw the funny fitness post about that.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
on a 600 calorie a day diet and still getting 530 grams of protein. What
Yep.
are you eating?
Literally just egg whites.
and 2 multivitamins.
Yep. And I looked it up, and it is actually a thing. And I'm like, holy shit, I am going to try this, because you wouldn't even have to do that for long. Just throwing your body into a fucking 600 calorie fucking diet every day would, like, one, kind of suck, because I literally spend over 12 hours a day at work. So I'm going to have to figure out other things to do with, so probably just drink a lot of water.
I'm staying like reasonably in shape during these years. I think I'm like 175 right now, at 5'10", so I look like I have a little bit of
Yeah.
but like once we do all get to North Carolina, I'm gonna go on a very extreme diet, and I'm gonna let you make me work out so that I can get back into racing shape, so that I can really put our cars that I built through the paces, and I can do that confidently.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, that'll mainly come with just having a gym and a sauna and all that there. That way you don't have to go anywhere. Because
I'm trying to be like 8-pack McNeil again, which I got very close to in San Diego, but never quite achieved. I had like 6.5 at one point when I was like going on a 2-mile run with Kelly every day, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't do outside running because fuck that. Especially not in North Carolina.
I can put one right on TV.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'll do that. I probably won't anymore. I'm looking honestly to buy like an infinity pool, which is basically a pool that it literally does a full cycle, like a treadmill.
Yeah.
Like a full cycle of water, and it literally you just keep swimming. You just don't ever stop. Because
don't necessarily buy one, but like look into the mechanics of how they work, and then I could probably build us one.
Something like that, but something that's a lot easier on the body, because treadmills and running are really hard on the knees, and I need my knees to drive. Yeah, like I realized when I was driving the RV20.
I mean, I can just spend a couple days straight in the sauna, doing nothing but drinking water. Just what do you want?
I mean, eventually your body.
What's the water diet? It's where you only intake water and you spend all day in the sauna.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
You know that Tanner said goodbye.
Aw, bye, Tanner.
He said Venus with a 3 because penis. I don't know, but yeah. I call that another successful weekly podcast. Love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep safe. Enjoy your day.
You too.
Yeah, I'm about to
I
just
will.
go back to playing Forza, maybe Cyberpunk because it got updated. I don't know.
Hell yeah. Yeah, go see the new stuff.
Yeah.
To everybody watching this and in the future, I on my Instagram, I go and do update pretty regularly while I'm on vacation, just because there's so much going on. So
Yeah.
you can follow me there. Otherwise, eventually, whenever we reach,
What's your-
DIRKS 335
Hell
or
yeah, follow
235.
on Instagram. Keep.
Eventually, whenever we reach 1,000 subscribers, we can actually do regular posts on the channel. But till that point,
You're
it's
right.
just Instagram. So, but that's fine. That's life. All right, take it easy, bud.
All right. See you later, fam.
See you in the next
Bye.
one. Bye.